Well, hello, Angie.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. We are pretty much on time today. Whoa.
Exactly.
As you see, my thing is a bit fuzzy because I have no lighting as well, but it's good. And I'm using a different camera because I'm needing a different camera. So
Listen, those cameras, listen, technology is not my friend.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, when you schedule the thing online, you have to make sure you jump on time.
Exactly, because Facebook be like, oh, it said 6 o'clock. You logged in at 6:01. No, thank you.
Exactly. So anyway, welcome in everybody. Holy crap! Everybody's already here.
Oh, as soon as I saw them
What?
rolling in while we were waiting for the thing.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Jojo. Hello, Ni Laman Ni
Yeah.
Manai. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. Whatever. I'm sorry, I messed it up. Ni Lamani. Maybe is that what I say? Oh, good Lord, that's hard.
Where is
Um,
it? I don't even see it.
third or fourth one down. Kumar. Last name Kumar.
Oh,
Um,
that's what I will be referring to you as last name Kumar.
that's probably easier. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then let's see, Crystal, Nine Dawns, LMT, Clara, Star, Courtney. Lord have mercy, Rose. And you guys jumped in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Linda. Linda's here too. Rose
Hi,
Flower.
Miss Linda. I feel like I haven't talked to Miss Linda in so long. I didn't go live Sunday, and then I don't recall her being on Wednesday. So, Miss Linda, I feel like I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Oh my goodness. Paul, welcome in. Queen, good welcome in. Yeah, dude, Lord have mercy. Got a lot
Paula
of
Marie Nunez Munoz. That sounds like a new name. I don't remember that name.
pretty unique. Good to see you back as well. So Kina is going to be keeping the list and let us know who is
Oh,
in.
Kina's here too. I didn't know if she had made it in yet.
Yeah, she popped
Hey,
in.
Kina. Oh, Linda said she missed Sunday. You didn't miss Sunday, Miss Linda, because we didn't go live Sunday.
Paula says, Paula Marie Munoz says Barbara Peterson and Tiffany Rivera. Not sure what those names are for, Paula. Unless I'm
Oh, I
missing.
think she's tagging people to come to the live.
Oh, okay. Nikki Isaac, thank you. Don't forget everybody share. Courtney, nice to see you in as well. Don't forget to hit that share button and let people know, as well as that like and follow and subscribe. Hey,
Hello,
Affirm.
Affirm Wellness. I loved your video. I shared it and told people to contact you.
I did too. On our private chat we have, I said, something about, I tagged it in my, I posted about Facebook. I forget, I'll read it to you. It was really funny because after I read it, I thought, oh my God, I'm a narcissist because I didn't mean it that way, but it come off that way.
Oh,
Oh,
I saw what you put. I know. When I first read it, I thought, wait, you did what? And then I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I knew
exactly.
what you meant.
Yeah, I said I posted the link to my Facebook pages for Sonoran Music Tarot and my personal one. I reminded folks to subscribe. And after I read it, I'm thinking, wait a minute. And then Kim said something, and I said, oh. And then I told her, hopefully you didn't misunderstand it, because that sounds very narcissistic. I posted the link to your YouTube channel and your new video.
On your page. I was like, wait, he did what? Then I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I understand.
Yeah, me and my left brain, white brain. I don't know. I don't know what was going on, but my right brain was not in control apparently. So let's see. Linda says, I was here last Wednesday, but my grandson was here from New York. So lots of distractions and didn't get to comment much. Well, if you're going to be distracted, that's a great distraction to have. I tell you, to have the family around, that's a wonderful one.
Those glasses and that lighting makes your hair look super blonde. It doesn't look white. You look like a schoolboy.
Hey, then I'm going to use this lighting more often. I could use that, right? Oh, Lord, I'm
I saw this poster today. It said Christmas, November 1st through December 31st. It said Thanksgiving falls in the middle of Christmas.
Yeah, it was like I saw that like a square box over 3 days saying that's the only break, but everything else is Christmas
It's
now.
Christmas.
Absolutely. Oh
Yes,
my
my friend
gosh.
was like, I took my she said, I took my Halloween stuff down.
I did not mean to hit that. Sorry, folks.
I
I
said,
meant
oh,
to,
maybe Don set a timer and he just got them popping off at any time.
No, I hit a plus sign on my thing that popped up, and when I did, it did something. I'm like, what? So I apologize, Angie. Get back to. I totally interrupted. I apologize. It's like,
Oh,
Lord,
you're okay. But she said she took her Halloween decorations down and put her fall stuff up. I said the tree will be going up next.
the tree. I'm surprised it's not already up in some places.
Listen, I will pay somebody to come put mine up. I'm just lazy. I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be. Christmas last year wasn't. So maybe this year I'll be there. I don't know, but I just haven't felt it.
Listen, I'm of the mind of I want to do destination holidays. I don't want to do all the cooking and the blah blah blah. And let's just go somewhere and let somebody else cook and enjoy some good exotic food that we haven't had in a while. Like your trip to New York, all those pictures. I love when you guys go and post all that food. I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. But that's because I'm greedy.
Well, be prepared because this weekend we're going to New Orleans, so there'll be more food, festivities, and fun.
Oh my gosh! Yes. Oh, you're gonna have some good gumbo.
Yes, and we're going to go to Commander's Palace and eat at. We haven't eaten there in forever. We're gonna do the quarter. We're gonna do all the restaurants. We're gonna eat ugly and eat much. And I'm telling you, when I get back after this trip, I definitely will have to go to lose some weight because I already needed to lose weight, but I put on even more weight because we ate so damn much food. But did you see the picture of that buttercream donut?
Yes, that was my favorite. Like y'all, you guys posted some very good food, but that was the one I was just like, oh my gosh, that looked good.
That thing
so when you when you break it, does it what was it like when you broke it open? Like it was puffed, right?
Well, it's puffed, but they split the donut in half. And then they put this big squirt.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good.
So the buttercream is like a burger inside of a bun. And so even when you have to tear the bread because if you push down, it all comes squishy. And so you tear it, and then it just all and you're like, and you're like, oh my god, it was that good.
Exactly.
It was too good. And then I don't know if you saw the cheese thing, but they had the bread and they put it in the oven.
Oh my gosh, yes, it looks so good. Listen, bread is my friend, but it's not my friend.
Yeah, it's a rustic bread. It's wonderful. And then they had this half a circle of tube, right? Half of a big thing of tube, cheese. They cut it. They put it under like a little light, and it starts bubbling. So then after they toasted the bread, they put the meat on there. In this case was prosciutto. And they take this long butt-like knife thing, like you would use to decorate a cake, pull it off, and the cheese is just melty, and they smear it on the bread, and then they do this, and then they
had me at bread. You ain't even have to say nothing else. You had me at bread.
I'm telling you, that thing was devilishly delicious. Oh my god! And so I also went to the German stand and got my currywurst because I hadn't had currywurst in forever. I mean, it was just so much good food. I'm telling you, it was crazy.
It sounds delicious. Like, oh my gosh.
But talking about good food and Christmas, look what's coming up, Angie. This is for everybody.
That is so cute, and that turkey looks so good.
It does. It's never too early to say Happy Thanksgiving to everybody because
it is not.
First of all, there's only a few weeks left for one, and since I made the video, I want to use it as much as I can. So, no, Lord,
it's coming fast. And look, I already got the love cards out. Like, I know the love readings are coming, so I got out my deck of cards that is a little bit more favorable to love because I know y'all just like, I'm in a loving mood now. So let's go for it, people.
And since today is the 2nd of November, we are one day beyond Dia de los Muertos and Halloween 2 days beyond. And the veil is very thin still, folks. So do not be surprised if we get some serious, heavy mediumship energy tonight. Because
where my fan? Because Don gonna have it hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Let me get shit.
Yes, I should have brought one myself because I'm feeling like it's going to get warm in here.
And hallelujah.
Yeah, helping to keep the light not as bright might as well help. I don't know. I mean,
you got to get used to the lights because when we on the For Real TV set, it's gonna be hot under the lights. You got to get used to the lights.
Exactly. It's getting hot in here. So with that said, as a reminder, everybody, don't forget to and hit that share button, please, please, please.
Alice Rivers, I haven't seen you in such a long time in the comments. It's good to see you. And thank you, Pretty Unique. She said, my fans are cute. I got those from the Dollar General guy. I mean, not Dollar General. Wait, what is it? $1.25 tree, because they charge us an extra 25 cents. I got those from the Dollar Tree, and they had a whole bunch of different kinds, and those were the two that I picked.
I like the one that says shade. I think that's so
I do too. I love it.
Yeah.
Alicia has one that says filthy. I like that too.
No, Alicia would. Alicia would. And I'm going to pay for having just said that. I understand, but it was worth it. It was worth it.
Look, her brother says, y'all sure talk about penis a lot on Sunday. I'm like, listen, it is what it is.
Exactly. A little BDE.
Oh, it was good to see you and Susan this morning, too. I always love watching you. Susan looks so natural when she's just, that's just her element. And she just says it like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. 1 + 1 is 2. And it just comes out so natural. I just love to see her online, too.
Oh, it's unfortunate. What happened is today she logged into the wrong restream.
I kept saying, Susan, we can't see you. We can only see the top of your husband's head.
Yes. When you said that, I'm like, wait a minute, but we're live. So I started looking and I see Bill's head and I said, what? And so I said, let's bring it all down. And we finally tracked it down and come to find out she had logged on to
a different one.
Account. And that's the one Bill was sitting at. So it took me a while to have to get her over. And then once we did, it was good. We had but it was a good reading.
Alicia says she loves you, Don. She ain't mad. She loves you.
Thank you, Alicia.
She abandoned us yesterday in class, and we had a good time. She should have been there.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
We had a good time. I love that numbers thing. It is so like just, I don't know. It's just a fun activity for me. Like, it's even more fun than when we do it live in, the in class. I like it the way that we do it. It's just fun for me. I like it.
Yeah, and I think that it's interesting now. So far, every time we've done that exercise, people may not get who they're reading for in their head, but the energy is always on point.
Always good. Always. Yeah.
So it tells you that who cares about the name? It's what is behind the story that comes through that is the issue. Yeah. And it's funny because every time it's like, I'm doing this, this, and this. And they're like, holy crap, how did you know that? And then when you say,
group is so talented, Don.
They are. And they're getting so much more too.
Yeah. I love it. I love our whole group. They are funny. We're supportive. Our community is good. Like, there's nobody who's just like way off that we're just like, oh, okay. Like, the whole group is very supportive of everything. So I do enjoy that.
Yeah, and it's not really it's funny because I just consider it a community. We are just
exactly.
Just
I'm waiting on these weddings to happen. Come on, y'all. Let's get these weddings in order. I'm ready to travel. And what we say now, we need an East Coast wedding. We're waiting for an East Coast wedding. But in the summer, that person knows that we don't do winter. We'll do East Coast summer or spring.
Yes. And the wedding dress looked nice too.
It did.
It's like that wedding dress was found awfully quick for somebody not.
Exactly, for somebody who's like, who am I marrying? Well, I don't know. You already got the dress. Where are the flowers? I think the bouquet might be next to the flowers.
Exactly, because I was thinking, now that's awfully quick that a dress pops out there. So that's a little, I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I'm loving it. So who are we reading first, Kina? Welcome in, Brittany Hughes. Welcome in, Angels Will Fly, Pamela. Welcome in.
Oh, Rose Flower. Oh, hey, Rose Flower. I usually see her on Thursdays with you and Shauna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Affirm Wellness said, geez. I think she figured out who we're talking about. She said, I thought the dress was funny. Yeah, sure.
It was.
Sure.
It was probably your exact size too, Affirm. I'm just saying. Somebody got a vision board for a wedding. Long as I'm in one of them seats in the audience, I'm good.
What does my boss think of the email I sent him today? Will he say yes? Thanks.
I immediately heard no. What does my boss think of the email that I sent today? Will he say yes? I gotta know. Let me see. I don't even know what my pendulum is, so I can't even do that for you.
My energy was that
Oh,
it wasn't received in the way it was meant, is as
exactly.
you intended it. I think that somehow
Yeah,
it's going to be received in a different vein, and that's not going to be
yeah.
helpful.
It would have been better had you like, can I talk? Stepped into the office. Hey, can I speak with you for a minute? And then explained it because I was just having this conversation with Crystal. Like, I'm not a big. Well, we text, but I don't always like. You know how you said today. You thought your text message was misconstrued. That's why I don't
Mhm.
like. Sometimes you don't understand exactly what's saying or the light in which it was saying. And I get what you're saying. I don't think it's. I gotta know like because he's not going to understand the email or it's going to come off different than you
Yep.
intended. So you may just have to walk in and be like, "Hey, I'm not sure, you got my email. I just wanted to blah blah blah." So I'm getting a no on that.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I think it's more about
Is
the.
she asking for more money? That's what I get. Like maybe you're asking for more money. And that seems to be a personal conversation. 'Cause they're showing me pentacles. They're showing me coins. So I feel like you were asking for more money, and they're saying that's something that you should have done one on one. Is no money. You're not asking for money. Oh, then I don't know. But I got a no on them saying based on the email, no. But maybe if you go in and talk to them, then he may change his mind. But based on the email, I gotta know. I'll pull a card for you, but I gotta know.
Yeah. Yeah, the one thing that I was getting is that did you, again, what I think is short is rose flower. It's like I don't know if you were propositioning for like a change in business or responsibility or project or something because again, I don't think the case was made for what you were trying to complete. And again, it seems like it was like a position or a transition or maybe even a
I got this. You were in your head. I feel like you rewrote the email too many times, and you didn't get like you clouded it. You either put too much or you did like it is too jumbled. You were in your head about it, and it just it wasn't received well. It's how I got it. That may not be it, but that's how I got it. And she said she
Mhm.
didn't ask for money, so
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I think the conversation, I don't think there was again, I don't get the feeling that there was the right pitch was made. I'll put it that way, or the way to support it was made, and it's just going to fall short. I think it's just going to fall short.
yeah. So just I would just kind of go in one on one and be like, "Hey, do you have a minute?" and explain, what your point of view is. I feel like your conversation or your personality is a lot more bubbly than that email probably came off. You were probably trying to be very professional, and it just came off a little bit. Um, I don't want to say stale or boring, but it came off very mechanical. It doesn't seem like your personality was in the email. So I'm getting that he may say no initially to the email, but if you go and explain yourself, then you could probably change his mind. But so if you didn't ask for more money, I see money falling, so more money is coming to you. Um, if he says no, are you looking for a job change? Because I heard change in jobs, change in career, like a whole nother direction. Like if he says no, then it may push you in a whole nother direction. Is that something that you're considering like a whole, like, because they're showing, I heard career change, like you'll go into something totally different. It won't even be whatever it is that you're doing. And then they're showing me those shiny platinum fixtures for me that's always healthcare. So are you going into health, like if you leave whatever industry you're in, is healthcare something you're going into? Because that's what I feel like it is. Like you'll do a change in like leading a meeting. Oh, that's what you want to do. You want to lead a meeting. Okay, then you should have just went in and talked to that person. I would have went in.
Yeah, again, I think it's again, I thought head of a project, but I can see leading a meeting. But the most important thing is, I don't think you made your case and I don't think it came across the right way. So you may want to follow it up with just a stop in the office and say, have the conversation, bring it home, make the point why this should take place. Because I don't think the case was made. I don't think it was, or if it was made.
So you're asking for more responsibility. Maybe that's what it'll lead to. Like once you make your case and he says yes, it'll lead to more money. Because I definitely saw the pentacles falling like raindrops. The 9 of Pentacles, actually, that's one of my favorite cards because it's the Lady of Leisure. She has all that money and she don't have to worry about money. I like her. So super. I will go in and revamp it.
Hopefully it helps you, Rose Flower. Next in line, Kina. I think that Linda said she stepped out because she was having to reset her internet. So her and JoJo will go offline for a minute, and they may be back by now, but I don't think so. So if they're not here, we may want to go ahead and then come back because she did tell us she had to reset her internet. Hey, Seashells.
All of you that come in multiple times a week, what do you do with all the information that we give you? Like if we give you 3 readings in a week, do you compare all the readings and be like, I'm going to choose this one because they have the best information? Christian Hill, that sounds like a new one. Okay, Kina said, okay, got it, Kina. Angie, let's see.
And so who is next? Who is next?
Is it this Anjali person?
See, didn't we just read for you Anjali last week?
That's why I was saying, what do you do? Like for you people who come in and get multiple readings a week, are you forgetting the information that we're telling you, or do you compare all the readings and take the best information out of it? So I'm just wondering, how do you deal with multiple readings? Or do you just prefer, like, let me see if Angie says the same thing that Shauna says and the same thing that Dawn says? I mean, that's understandable. I do understand. And it is a little bit addictive, so I get it. But let's see. She says, I got stalemate. When I read the question in general, I got stalemate. So are you stalling a decision? Because they're showing me a 2. And 2s are always, like they're just showing me the number 2, not necessarily a wand or a sword or anything. And are you stalling on a decision that you need to make and you're hoping that will tell you what decision to make is what I'm getting. And then I just saw the word romance. So are you wanting to ask a love question and hoping that we'll pick up on it and then tell you who to date? Is that what's going on? Because I got that you need to make a decision and then I got romance. And so are you needing to choose between a couple individuals or are you needing to decide whether to move forward with someone? Because I got that you need to make a decision. And I heard either way, like they're showing me a seesaw and it's kind of, balanced out. So they're saying either way it go, it'll be in your favor. It's just what part of the favor do you want? Is one side they're showing me fall leaves and on the other side they're showing me a darkness. So is there like a relocation involved with it? She says she's confused. Okay, about that. Okay, good. So I see a relationship. So one of them seems to be like fall, like if you choose this, it'll be now. And the other one is darkness, like maybe you don't know enough about that person to make the decision on what you want to do. Or there's something about the darkness. Anytime I see darkness, it's secrets, it's sadness, or it's something that's happening, under the cover of darkness where you don't want anybody to know. So this person seems to be a non-traditional like relationship for you, and you're not understanding. I'm getting either decision that you make will be in your favor. I am more on the left side because I'm getting the tingling of the feeling on this side. So I'm getting the left side for the fall leaves. And then I heard bearded gentleman or elderly bearded gentleman. So is one older than the other? So if one is older than the other, then it's the older one that you should choose or the one with the beard, because I got bearded gentleman because of a bad past. Well, let me say this while you're talking about a bad past. Think about the situation if it was reversed. So say he had bad relationships in the past and he brought all of that into that relationship. Would you want to date you if you came with all the baggage that you came with? I don't want to date somebody who's going to just continue to compare me to what their past was. You either see me as a fresh slate, a clean slate, a new relationship, and you act accordingly to that, or just don't see me at all. Don't be like, oh well, my last person lied to me, so I think you're lying to me. My last person was abusive, so I think you're going to abuse it. You need to come to me with a clean slate, and that's what they're saying is you need a clean slate. You can't go in and compare this person to whatever your past was. Oh, that's the darkness. This new person versus the dark versus the bad of the darkness of your last relationship. And so they're saying choose this person. You should move forward with this person, but also don't bring all that sadness in there. Like learn the lesson from whatever it was, but don't judge me next to it. You know, don't compare me to whatever it was in the past. So that's what I got in Jolly. Cleaning my slate. Okay, that's what I got now. Oh, Don left, so it's just us guys. I don't know what happened. Everybody said, "Oop, bye, Don." So that's what I'm getting is that you should go forward with because they're showing me a fall day with the leaves changing. So for me, the leaves changing is now. That's fall, kind of like the background there, kind of that fall look. That's what they're showing me with the leaves changing colors, the oranges and the browns, and then the darkness, which would have been your last bad relationship. And they're saying, come in with a clean slate and take them at their, not necessarily at their word, but take it as it comes to you. And then if you have a reason to be suspicious then, but don't just come in thinking that every guy is going to be exactly the same. You have to give everybody their just due, and you're not giving this person their just due. It said, Keena, what did you do? I don't know what she did. Oh, they said, Miss Alice said, give a thumbs up to Angie and Don to help build the show. Look, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're subscribed to me, go to Don. If you're subscribed to Don, go to me and subscribe to both of them so that you get all the readings because we go live different days with go ahead and subscribe to both and then share. That's the best thing you can do is share so other people can see that we're on there. I know you guys like to tag, but if you share to your page, then all of your friends get to see what we're doing too.
Hey, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. All I knew is I started hearing the voice come across and then boom, it went. And I'm like, what happened? So I am back. Don't know how long. It was weird.
Everybody said, welcome back, Todd. Listen, technology has not been our friend this year.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
Thank you, Lotus Flower, that you're having a better day. And Jolly says, like your explanation, you are always spot on. Yes, I thought I'm attracting the right person. This seems to be a nice person. I get the heart in the middle of the page, so I get that this is a different person. This is a loving person, which is what you want. I get a nurturing person, like they're showing me like the nucleus of a walnut. So he'll be that protective coating to you, and he'll hold your heart in his hand. Is how they're showing it to me like this. And so this does seem to be a nice person, but don't tarnish what you could have based on what you've had in the past. So good luck with that. I don't know if you have anything for Miss Anjali. And are we pronouncing your name right? Can you like phonetically put it out for us and let us know how we're supposed to be pronouncing your name? But that's it. All right, then who's next, Keena? Hey, Miss Linda. She's in another realm. Listen, Miss Linda got tired of waiting on them to bring that man back for the moon, and she done went to the moon to get him. She said, I'm in a different realm. Miss Linda done went to the moon to get her man.
To the moon and back, Alice. To the moon and back.
Immediately when I read CDL, I heard he'll do excellent. He'll be like they'll be impressed with how he actually operates and his safety. Like I feel like he studied the safety. You know, well, I don't know whatever you do for your CDL, but he's studied all the safety issues, all of the things that you're like. He knows that stuff like the back of his head, and he'll just be able to call it out, and they'll be impressed with his performance. Is some part like for your CDL license, you probably actually have to drive? Is that right now? So I'm getting that they'll be very impressed with what he does, and yes, he'll pass with flying colors. And I think that they'll even give him some kind of accolades when it's done. Like when he gets down from the test, they'll be like, wow, you're the best thus far, or I've never seen anybody who blah, 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 or who's as knowledgeable. Like they'll be very happy to pass you the license. So I get a yes on that.
Did he, Linda, did he take the CDL in another state or something? Because I thought that, I got the feeling like he'd already taken a test, something like this before. So is he testing again for a different state? This isn't his first.
JoJo said he's been studying for sure.
So I guess this is his first. For some reason, I was thinking he took a test like this in another state or something, and this is the second test or something, or second time, but not the second. Not that he failed before; he didn't. But I don't know. I'm getting the feeling like this is a test that he's. I don't know. I just feel like it's been a second time.
Do you have to take it over when you go to another state, or is it kind of like just show us your previous license and we'll license you in this state?
I think you have to take the written part because sometimes it's state to state, some of the rules.
Okay.
But
Listen,
I think
some of the rules are going to Arizona. Woo!
Yeah, exactly. But no, I think he'll do fine. I think he's going to do fine. Don't worry. No problem there. It's just for some reason I was getting this feeling of a second test, like he'd already done this or something. But yeah, he just does his first test. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get him a nothing but cakes to celebrate. That's his reward. Get him a nothing but cakes. Always get nothing but cakes.
But tell him that he only gets
pastry that I had.
Tell him that he only gets it when he passes. That'll be his
incentive.
His reward. Absolutely.
You tell me I'm gonna get some food. You might see me run. I might actually run.
Also, did he have to take a test to get his permit? Is that what it was then? So a test to get his permit and then a test to get the license is.
Also, that would be the same. Oh, okay, Don, that makes sense. Don, I think you like it.
Yeah, so that must be what I was getting that. So the book test was the permit test, and then the driving is the CDL itself. The driving is what he'll do tomorrow, correct? Is that how I'm getting it?
Are you guys pulling cards in the comments? You can tell us what your answers is, or if you're doing your pendulum. I know that our Tuesday group is in there, so go ahead in the comments and tell us, what you're pulling, what you're getting. I got a yes. Don got a yes. So what are you guys getting?
Okay.
He's going for his license. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That explains the previous, because I thought I was feeling a second energy, a test previous. So it must have been for the permit. Wow. Okay. That at least gives some, it makes me feel a little better.
Oh, I got the Hierophant. So I'm thinking that's a good thing. That's a yes. Oh, there's a maybe on it, but I got a yes.
But the good thing about the Hierophant, it means it just makes sure he follows the rules, because the Hierophant is very structured. Yeah, very structured, very documented. So it's like, make sure he follows the rule. Don't miss a signal light. Don't miss a stop thing, a stop sign or any stop. Also, make sure he understands, make sure he remembers the speed limits where he is and the requirements for that. Also, the rules for certain tonnage on certain roads, because again, that's one of the things that I'm getting is a trip for them. Anyway, those kind of things, those little meticulous things that drive people crazy, or what they're going to that I see they're going to be asking him. So it's like, take a left here and you're like, well, that's a side street that it has a load limit requirement or something, and whatever, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, Don, when you said that, the thing that I was about to say is I was going to say, I assume they're in the car with you, and don't let their questions distract you, because it may be trying to throw you off. But I feel like he's memorized it. Like he knows, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And he's going to do very well. So don't let them throw you off by just kind of regular chit chat. Oh, like make it right here. And then you're like, wait, no. So he'll be fine. Yeah. The one thing it seems like you guys have been tutoring him, like, testing him and asking him questions. And you probably know as much about the test as he does.
Yeah, the one thing, Linda and JoJo, maybe we can reach out to him tomorrow, or this evening, if not tomorrow, and have him do an affirmation before the test. Is I have the CD, I have this down, I have passed. I have the CDL down, I have passed. Make sure
what time is the test? We'll send some positive energy and some good, good stuff. So when is the test tomorrow, Miss Linda? We love sending somebody some good energy. We can't send you no money, but we'll send you energy all day.
Exactly. Exactly.
Positive vibes. Exactly. Angels will fly. We'll send you positive vibes and good
Exactly.
high energy.
And love and light, love and light, especially to Linda and the family. You definitely are part of my family's and Angie's family. You're part of our little family here. I'll put it that way.
Exactly. A Jazz. Is that how you say it? A Jazz? She said energy set. Good.
Exactly.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. And don't forget, everybody, hit the like, share, subscribe, follow buttons, and the share specifically. 11
So it's
a.m.
11 a.m. tomorrow, JoJo. Is that what you're saying? Because Miss Linda said he's taking off work tomorrow to study, and then she said 11 a.m. Okay. So 11 a.m. Which coast? We need. We're bi-coastal. We need to know which side of the earth to practice on.
Ajaz says,
Thank
"See love from
you.
Trisha."
Is it A Jazz AYE? How do you pronounce that, honey? Say that so I can say it right. She says she loves the background and the color. Oh, Keena said we global. Don't even try to underestimate the fact we global. I get it, Keena. I'm with it.
So who is next? Next. Yes.
Listen, the next time he's on this side, just come pick me up and I'll ride with you to go to the other side. I ain't driving, but I'll sit in there and eat.
Queen Libra says, "Will things get better co-parenting with kid's father? It has been supervised visits since. After 6 months, we have to try to co-parent alone. A little nervous. Pressed charges on him in the past for abuse."
I gotta know because he's being vicious. Like when it says will things get better co-parenting, I got a no for right, like as an immediate future. I got a no because he's just being kind of vicious right now. And it's a power control because they're showing me that power control wheel, and it's a power control thing for this person. Let me see. It has been supervised visits since after 6 months. We have tried to call. And let me say this, and this is just as a mom. If I have to be nervous that you're going to be abusive or dangerous to my child, then it's an absolute. I'm not agreeing to co-parenting except for supervised visits. If it's just that I just prefer my parenting style over yours, then that's a different thing. But if my fear is that you're not going to like be aware, you're going to be abusive, you're going to have behaviors that are not in the best interest of our child, then I'm not agreeing to co-parenting. I am going to try to make it as restrictive as possible because I don't want you being unkind to my child. But if it's just a different parenting style, like, oh, I cook dinner every night and he likes to buy food out, if that's the difference, then that's one thing. But you said abuse. So is the abuse on you or on the child? So let's see, debating on going for full custody, but not sure. Well, I got a yes when I read debating on going for full custody. Are you also abuse on you? Are you also thinking about leaving? I feel like his connection to the son is to kind of keep tabs on you. Like I can use our son as an excuse to see what you're doing. Are you going out? Are you dating? Are you trying to see somebody else? It's very much a power and control thing for this person. He seems to be a big guy who towers over, who has a deep voice, and who seems to be very intimidating. But I get that, yes, you should go for full custody. And I feel like you want to move away to start over and get a fresh start because they're showing me like lush green growth and like a big forest. So I'm feeling like there's growth or some place that you're trying to go. Yes, have a son and daughter. And so I get that you're trying to get away and start over and just have a fresh start and not deal with the misery, not because you don't want him to see the kid, but you know this person better than anybody. And you've dealt with this person. And so you know that a fresh start is something that will probably benefit you and the kid. Two different things. Oh, to a different state. I would go. Oh my gosh, I saw the lush green. And for me, lush green is usually that little edge over there by like North Carolina, South Carolina, all that little area over there on the southeast side. So I'm getting that. Yes, it's a go. And I don't think that he'll fight you. As long as you're there, he's gonna try to keep tabs on you and try to be intimidating and things like that. But I feel like if you go, he won't fight and he'll just let you go and you'll have a better start. I feel like there's more family or something for you if you go out of state, and it'll be a better life for the children. Like they'll just see different things. They won't see the fussing and the fighting and the arguing. And not to tell you to take your kids away from their father, but I mean, if it's a better life for you and the children, you make the decision and go. But I feel like that's what Spirit was showing me. Yeah, she said no changing.
Yeah, before you do Queen Libra, make sure that you also review your child support documentation, because in some states, this is not psychic, this is the old attorney in my head. In some states, when you do your child support orders, you do what do you call it? When you make an order determining who parents the child and how much and so forth, you have to make sure that there's usually a clause in there about going out of state, taking the children out of state. Usually it's either out of state or 100 miles away. When you're in the West, usually it's out of state and 100 miles. In the East Coast, 100 miles means out of state usually. So make sure you review your order granting custody and how that works, because that can be problematic for you making a choice, because you may require the court to you may have to ask the court to allow you to move out of state. Not throwing a wrench in the works, but again, make sure that you don't get up and just do it, because if you go up and just do it and you are in conflict with the order, then you've put yourself in the crosshairs in a situation where you could potentially lose primary custody and only you have visitation then. So I would be cautious, making sure I understand my court order and my custody rights before I make any activity. And then, if you don't know for sure, it doesn't hurt to get an attorney's opinion on it. Keep that in mind. That's the only thing that came to me. Keep that in mind. Okay.
And then a card came up, and I was going to ask, does he have some mental health issues? Because that's the word that popped out to me, was mental health, like addiction, mental health. Because I didn't get this to be like pessimistic. I got it to be like mental health issues, and mental health could be like depression. It could be anger. All those things that are not necessarily physical issues. So does he have some issues that causes him to act in a certain way? So that's the card that I got. But again, like Don said, make sure you check. But that's probably why I got he won't fight you. He'll let you go. He's using the kids to keep tabs on you, definitely.
He definitely has anger issues.
Okay.
I get the anger issues from the energy that I'm getting. And then that card, if anything, confirmed it to me. He has anger issues. Do you know if he's bipolar or if he has some kind of chemical imbalance? Because I'm getting that as well. Maybe it's bipolar or chemical imbalance that's happening in him. I'm not sure. So I don't know. She says that he has, yes. She says yes. And then she says he has PTSD and bipolar.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely that popped out. And normally when I see this, Don, I get it like, pessimistic, negative thinking. And when I looked at the card, mental health, that was one word that I saw more than anything. So, okay, I get it. Yeah, he won't fight you.
Yep. Okay. Well, hopefully it helps you, Queen. Again, just make sure you do everything the proper way. And believe me, don't cause yourself any more grief than you need. But be
cognizant. If you're asking to leave, make sure you set your case. Like you have like, I have a better support system. I have a job. Like have all your ducks in a row so that you can present that to the court, and don't make it seem like you're just fleeing to keep him away from his children. Like have all your ducks in a row. Have your argument ready. This is what I'm going there for. This is the benefit. This is what's going to happen. Like, so they'll have a reason to understand why you're trying to go to wherever you're trying to go. But I do see good things for your future, because I now see the Sun card, and the Sun being brighter. Like I feel like he's a dark cloud over you and you've been trying to get away from him for a while and you finally broke free. And now he's using the kids as a rope to kind of keep you pulled into him. And so I do see sunshine and better days for you coming up. Like your 2023 could be a lot more brighter and that storm cloud will go away. And so I feel like you cry a lot too. And they're saying your tears are like watering, like watering the seeds that you've planted and they'll grow up to be something greater. So I see a lot of tears. So allow your tears to be the water that waters your seeds and it'll spring up to something better. Oh, she says he doesn't even come to visitation now. Yeah, like I said, I feel like he's doing it just to hold on to you.
Yeah. Queen, Queen, does your grandmother, your mother's mother, has she crossed over? I'm getting your mother's energy, and I'm getting that she's crossed over. Not your father's mother, your mother's mother. The energy I'm getting, she's short, she's a bit heavy. She's like a rounded face, very jolly, very happy person. Yeah, your Nana. Is your Nana here or is your Nana passed over?
Don, you got the spirits coming in so fast, I didn't even get to get warm. She said her mom. Her mom's mom, I'm assuming.
Yeah. You say so again, yes, that she passed over? She's crossed over, correct? Yes, she passed. Okay, because she's here, and she, man, she, wow, you spend a lot of time crying. She's telling me you spend a lot of time crying, and you spend a lot of time in despair. You worry a ton. Oh man.
Yeah, I saw the tears just falling like raindrops, and they were saying, "Don't worry, those tears will water your seed."
Yeah, she's telling me about an event that happened a number of months ago where you were in the hospital. Did he put you in the hospital? Did you get hurt and wind up in the hospital or did you have a health issue? She's showing me you in the hospital. And I'm seeing you in the hospital and you in tears. And I can't, and she's talking about the hospital again. Your visit at a hospital, your stay at a hospital, and she was there, but that she was GETT. What does that mean? I don't know.
Her sentence before, yes, she said eat, but she meant get away from him. I think he's gonna kill me one day.
Okay. But Queen, did you spend time in a hospital recently, or did your child or something? Because she's telling me about a hospital visit. You in the hospital, you at the hospital for a visit or whatever. Does that ring a bell? Because she's telling me about that visit and how it really saddened her. But she's giving you, yes, okay, good, thank you. She's giving you love and light. She's been protecting you. She has been protecting you. She is there for you. She is around you. Oh, love that. Look at that energy. Absolutely.
That's exactly what I saw when you started talking about the grandmother. Yeah. Just beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. And you felt so alone. You felt, you said your kids, and you felt so alone. You felt like nobody was there for you. She was there. She was there for you. She was there for you. And she said that, wow, this is the same thing that happened to somebody else. It's crazy. You left the room and you went down the hall to go to the restroom, and then you stopped at like a machine, and somebody passed by you and told you it's going to be all right. And she's telling me that it was a young woman in like a blue, what do you call those, scrubs? And she told me that, your mom didn't help. No, I know. That's what she's telling me. You were alone. You were absolutely alone. But the woman in the scrubs that passed by you and said it's going to be all right, that was her. That was your grandmother there just to let you know she was there. Your you came. She shows me you coming out of the room. You going toward the bathroom. You stopped at like a machine or something, and I think it's like getting a drink or something, or maybe the water fountain. And then this woman came with scrubs, and it was like blue scrubs or greenish blue scrubs, and she told you it's going to be all right. And then she kept walking.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful, God.
That was your grandmother. So know that she was there, and you, even though she said that there, but she was there the entire time. She stayed with you. You were not alone. You were not alone when they were there with you. Nobody else was with you, but she was there. Your grandmother loves you. So know that she is protecting you now. She is there with you now. So you're not alone. Okay. Know that for sure. Know that for sure. Wow. Interesting.
That was beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, she has, this woman has so much. The grandmother has so much love and so much. I don't know. It's just such overwhelming heat. She puts off a lot of kind of lovey heat. Like I could just feel her in the kitchen all the time cooking or something, because it's just like that kind of overwhelming heat. But it's like she wants to smother you. It's like this. I mean, I feel like I'm getting hugged in such an amazing way. I don't know if she gave you great hugs, but I tell you what, she's given me a great hug. So, wow, good. Thank you. Well, thank you for confirming some of that for me. I appreciate that. Ooh, Lord have mercy. It is so freaking warm now. Bring it on down. Bring it on down.
It hasn't gotten hot for me yet, so I'm okay.
Yeah. Well, this is usually it's unusual. Usually for an older woman, I get cold, but not today. Not this one. This one is just like hugging me. It's great.
So she said, yes, she was a cook. Yes, she felt alone. And
yep.
You're not, basically. You're not alone.
You're not alone. She's there. She's there. Talk to her. Don't be afraid to talk to our queen. Don't be afraid to speak to her as if you're speaking to anybody. And don't be surprised if at one point you look in a mirror and she's standing there. And don't be shocked, because again.
Oh my gosh. She said I started my baking business in her name. And I was going to say, did she used to take a spatula and tap you on the nose? Because I saw like a boop on the nose, and it was like a wooden spatula. And I was gonna say, did she used to boop you on the nose when she was cooking, or like, it feels like she was really fun and she enjoyed having you in the kitchen, and so she would just like kind of boop your little nose. And are you relocating to go to her hometown or something? Like, I feel like you're relocating to be closer to some part of family, and you're saying your mom didn't help, so maybe it's your grandmother's family. Not as in your mom isn't your grandmother's family, but her hometown.
Yeah. Wow. That's such good confirmation. It's just such wonderful. But yeah, talk to her. Just make sure that you're down south.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Make sure that you talk to her. Just speak like you are talking to us, or you could talk to us if you're in front of us. Speak and have that conversation with her. But don't be surprised if you get confirmation. Confirmations come in different ways. It could come from a heat flash or a cold flash coming through you, letting you know she's there. You may smell something that's very traditional to her, like the smell of something she cooked or baked, anything like that. You will know, okay?
That's funny, Don, because I feel like when she's cooking, she tastes something. She's like, "Ooh, just like Grandma used to make it." Like she can taste Grandma in her food, like, and it just brings her joy to be like, "That's just how it was when Grandma made." Like you're trying to perfect it just the way she did it, and I can see you like you eat, you like, "That's just like Grandma made it." Like you patting your own self on the back and not being arrogant, but in that, yes, I'm honoring her and being able to do it as good as she's done it. I feel like you could be very successful because they're showing me like little baking items in clear wrap, like clear packaging. Like for the holidays, you can make good money selling your baking items for like Christmas or like a lot of holidays are coming up. And I know a lot of people who can't bake or they just don't want to take the time to bake, and they'll buy from like somebody else they know, like, oh, such and such's mom makes cakes, so I just have her make me 2 or 3 cakes. And so that could be something very good.
One of the most famous Mexican restaurants, and then eventually a chain restaurants in Houston, was a place called Mama Ninfa's. And Mama Ninfa started her business by cooking in her kitchen and selling it out the back door to the local neighbors. And
that's exactly how I see it.
Yep, that business went on to be one restaurant. That restaurant was so popular, and then boom, and then eventually when she gave it to her kids, they kind of ran into the ground, unfortunately. But Mama Ninfa had a number of restaurants, and Mama Ninfa's food was the go-to place, and everybody wanted to go to original Mama Ninfa's. It was pretty amazing. So that was Houston, Texas, and I tell you what, Mama Ninfa's food was just great Mexican food. But one more thing.
Somebody just said they loved it. Pam. You and Pam always know some good food places.
Yep, Mama Ninfa's. Mama Ninfa's. It was over in the part of town that wasn't the prettiest. That was not the prettiest. It is now. They totally gentrified it, but it was on the other side of downtown, and it was a bit of a rundown area. But Mama Ninfa's was like it, and the funeral home across the street were the two anchors of that community, which is kind of crazy. Oh my God.
I am also being told to tell you, stay in the light of your grandmother instead of the darkness of your mom. Your last few comments were about, my mom doesn't do this, your mom doesn't do that. You're an adult and those are your kids. She necessarily doesn't have to do anything for you in that way. If she does, it's a bonus, and we all think that grandmothers are supposed to. She doesn't have to, but stay in the light of your grandmother. That's where you want to stay, in the positivity of your grandmother, and stay focused there. Don't even focus on that. One thing I hear like your grandmother saying is, I know my child. I knew who she was. Like, you don't have to tell me who she is or how she was. She knew the person that she raised or gave birth to. And so what Spirit is telling me to tell you is to stay in the light of your grandmother, stay in that mind frame, in the positivity of it, and it'll carry you over instead of dwelling in the darkness of what you're not getting from the other family members. Stay in what she taught you. I feel like her structure or her teachings are so ingrained into you that you just know it well, and you're living like she would want you to live. And so what they're saying is stay in the positivity of your grandmother and not in the darkness of everybody else who's not giving you the support that you need.
And Queen, do me a favor. When I tell you this, I am not saying it just to say it. Angie will tell you, anybody who knows me, I believe strongly in affirmations. I believe in them completely. And I believe they will turn your life and they will help you, because you will start moving the energy around your life to fit your needs. So start saying this every day. I believe in infinite abundance and my wants and needs are always met. Say it, believe it, and speak it. Speak it into reality, and you're going to help yourself. Also, one more thing your grandmother was saying is, did you get the recipes? Because she's showing me that she had recipes and that you either should have them or you will be finding them. Have you found them? Do you have those recipes? Because she's showing me some recipes. Oh yeah.
Travel, good, that's fast moving energy. That's good stuff coming. That's passion. I feel like when we talk about her cooking, that's that passion, that's that love, that's that, and maybe that's what that recipe thing came from, Don, because when you get done cooking or when you taste something that you cook, you're like, oh, it tastes just like grandma made. And so you're happy that you're in there. So maybe she does have the recipes, but I do get very, very good energy. Like your grandmother is like, oh, the best.
Yeah. If you don't have the recipes, look for them, because don't be surprised if you have them somewhere. Yeah. Believe me, you're going to get them. I don't know how it's going to happen, but you're going to come into possession of those recipes, some of those recipes. I don't know how, but
Crystal,
she's telling me.
I don't even see your comment in the thing. I was talking to Crystal before the live, and she's talking about this 8 of Wands. Crystal, I don't even see your comment. I ain't even going. This is for who will we read for Queen, and this is her holiday travel. She said yes, she was. So, should we feed everyone? Oh, she would feed everyone. Most grandmamas are like that. Or the older down south ones were like that. Like nobody went hungry. You came over and I'm cooking, everybody's gonna eat.
Absolutely. Nobody went hungry.
Yeah.
There's like no worse insult in our household than not enough food.
And Queen, stay connected. This is a very positive group around, and not just for our numbers or anything. Just stay connected, because in the comments you have so much support, and we support our people. Like, if you have a business, they'll find out where you are. They'll try to patronize your business. So stay connected. Let us know what's the name of your business or when you get your upstart or whatever. But one of the things she said was that she thinks her business will do better down south, and it just may be that it will do better down south. But I do see your baking. Is there a pie or something that she was very specific in making? Because I keep seeing a pie, like a cherry pie, because they're showing me that lattice, is that what it's called, where it's like this? They're showing me that kind of pie. So is there something about a cherry pie or something that she used to make and you make it very well? Every time I come. Okay, good. And that's what we want you to feel good, not just for entertainment, but again, I always come and ask my guides that it's for healing energy. So when she said sweet potato pie, okay, that makes sense. Down south, sweet potato pie, heck yeah. Yeah, you'll do good.
Queen is the I'm being told it's interesting. As soon as Angie started talking about the cooking or baking, is the trick that your grandmother used to put? It's I don't know. She put all salt and sugar in her biscuits when she baked them. Is that right? Because she's saying, "Don't forget my biscuits. Salt and sugar. Salt and sugar."
Your grandmama like, look, I got to get it all out right now because this girl
Yeah.
don't listen to me.
Yeah, no, she's strong tonight. She's strong. Something about
I
salt and
just
sugar
love
in your
her
biscuits.
energy. It's so warm and inviting. Like
Yeah,
you really miss her. I do get that you miss her a lot. Definitely miss her.
yeah. Well, she's there. She's there. But salt and sugar, I don't know how to make biscuits, but I don't know how salt and sugar. But that's
She
interesting.
said I make the best honey biscuits. Hey, I believe it.
There you go. I'm telling you, crazy, right? I love the gift when this happens. I just am blessed that spirits would come and talk to me, that they would share this, and you needed to hear it. You needed to hear it today. That's why you were here. That's why she was here. And the veil is very thin today, so that's great news. Woo-hoo. Thank you so much.
Queen, good luck. Congratulations on your business. I'm going to congratulate you now because it's going to be successful.
Yes.
Just stay dedicated to it. And again, use the holiday season to make that money. I feel like you'll be very successful with it. Like, even if you just post online, I always tell people social media is free advertising. Just post. You can post and tag us or, you share with us and we'll share it too. But it's very much free advertising. You just go on there and, or even do like a video. Listen, Don is a guru of videos. Do a little video of you maybe cooking or preparing something, or how you do. I don't know if your recipes are like a secret formula, but you know what I'm saying? You can show like how you put it together. Like, I've done all this and I put it together, and do how-to videos. A lot of people can't bake or cook, and your video could be great and you'll just get views from that, so be open to different ways that you can share and gain business.
Yep.
You'll be
So next in
fine.
line. So super. With that, next in line is who? Kina. Again, thank you for
Pretty
sharing that energy
unique.
with us.
All right. Pretty unique. I feel like you had a specific question. You keep saying general, but I feel like you had a specific question. I hear career, so I'm going to focus on your career. You said general, but I'll go for the career. Let me see what I get. I keep hearing focus on relocation. They're again showing me that seesaw where you won't make the decision in either way, so you're just stalling out. Like, you haven't committed to moving, but you haven't committed to staying. You're just kind of like in that middle, and there's something that's holding you in place where you won't make the decision. And the word that I heard very clearly: focus on relocation. It's your best choice. Like, I see a lot. Like, they showed me a shooting star, and it's going over to another place. So what they're saying is focus on your relocation. I hear, what are you waiting on? What's keeping you there? I know, are you the one that's going down south for Thanksgiving to see your grandmother? I think, is that you? For Thanksgiving, I think you're going down south. I'm hearing focus on your relocation. Something is holding you there that is insignificant, and you know that it's over. This is spirit word, not mine. You know that it's over, and you need to focus on your relocation and not on the possibility of this working out. So I'm getting that you should clearly focus on your relocation and what steps you need to take to make that happen, even if it's not for the next 6 months, or even if it's not until the kids get out of school in May or June of next year. They're saying focus on it, make your plans, because the road is clear for you to go. It's all in you making the preparations, and they'll remove the obstacles. Like, I see you on a road and they're removing the obstacles out of your way so that you can go. It's just you committing to the move, deciding that you're going to go, and then everything else will fall in line. You seem to be kind of like me, like, I need to see all my ducks in a row before I go. And they're saying you won't even commit either way to either side. Like, I'm totally going to stay, or I'm totally going to go. It's up in the air for you. And they're saying you need to commit either way. But they're telling me to, I just relocated from up north to down south. Oh, well, see, you did just relocate then. Okay. Well, why are they saying you're not? committed to the move, or wait, focus on the relocation. Do you not like where you ended up? Like, do you not like the spot that you are? Because they're showing me another move. So maybe you don't like exactly where you move. You know, sometimes you find a place and you're like, I thought it was going to be this, but maybe I don't like this side of town. So is that it? Maybe you don't like exactly where you moved and you're thinking about another spot to go in. She says, I just relocated from up north. Definitely down south, but definitely a career change or a career upgrade, not a change, an upgrade. An upgrade for you to something with more money. The cost of living seems to be a little bit less down south, and they're saying that upgrade. I hear upgrade, and they're showing me a level up. So you're going to get more money. Yes, that's it. Okay, she doesn't like, okay, you don't like where you move. Okay, so they're saying just, make the preparations to move to somewhere else and it'll be in your favor. But again, also level up. You're going to level up with your job. You need to, and I don't know if you want to focus your living on where you are going to work or your work on where you're living. But they're saying you're not putting yourself out there enough to find the job that you want. They're headhunters. There's a lot of recruiting places that will help you, especially if you're in the medical field. And I do kind of see the medical thing. I think, is she the CNA? Maybe you're the CNA, or you want to become a CNA. Whatever it is, you need to level up to the next level for your career. That's what I got.
Sorry, looking for my cards.
I am hot, Don. So are you calling in another spirit? Like I all of a sudden got warm. And I had to check to make sure I'm not sitting on my heating pad. So that must be you. So maybe a spirit is coming in.
Who are we doing?
Pretty unique. Keena, did you take it down?
Pretty unique.
Grandmother.
The one good card, one great card right there, and this move is going to work out well. You're going to be settling in. It's going to be patient. Give it time. Let it go through its process. But the good part is, again, the overall energy is perfect. This is the best card this is the highest card in the major arcana.
Is that the world card?
That's the world card, yeah.
Oh yeah, love it. Oh, yeah. Transitioning from one state to the next. Oh, I love a transition.
Yeah. So that's that's just amazing. So that's wonderful. I'm gonna leave it there because you can't get much better than that. So go with that information and what Angie's told you. Okay. Again,
definitely get that resume out to some recruiters. You're not.
Yes.
Listen, when I'm looking for a job, I'm every single day applying. Before work, a lunch break, after work, I'm applying until I get a job that I exactly like. And so I'm getting that you need to, get it out there more. And sometimes, listen, I worked at this place 2 years ago. They're still sending me information about jobs, and I just forward it on to other people. So definitely E-Teams. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. It's E and then TEAMS, E-Teams. That is a good agency. I used to work for them. So I would try them. I would also try ZipRecruiter. I don't know if you guys know, but I've gotten some good hits off ZipRecruiter, Indeed, LinkedIn. All of those are good resources and they're free. So put your resume on ZipRecruiter and they'll send you an alert every single day about jobs that fit. And then you just go in and click. And so E-Teams, E-Teams, they are a very good resource that I've used before. And then again, ZipRecruiter and Indeed and LinkedIn. So get your resume out, get it updated, and make sure you're not underestimating yourself. Because I get that you're not selling yourself very well. You're not putting your skills out there in a light that makes you look more like you're like, oh, I can do, like, you're not really describing your skills in a way that makes it look marketable. So they're saying, update it, find some different words to describe what you do, or find a job description of what you want. And then that's what I do. I take some of those sentences off of there, like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what I do. And I put that on my resume because sometimes they say it better in the job description than I can describe it on my resume. So feel free to like find a job description of what you want and then put that on your resume and then send your resume out. Literally, I probably have 8 or 9 different versions of my resume, depending on what field it is that I'm trying to get into.
I'll also say hello to, I need to say hello to Susan Grayson and to Elizabeth. They're over on my Facebook page. I did not realize that there were people popping in over there and I wasn't paying attention. So
I saw Susan's name pop up in here. She said thank you or something when we first started. I saw Susan. So maybe she got on another page afterward, but I saw her in the comments.
yeah, it's it was yeah, that's Pretty Unique was over there, and Susan and Elizabeth, and then Kina did a test over there.
Oh, maybe that's why they left.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean, not left, but went to a different source to get on your page.
Yes. So, but Pretty Unique was actually texting from there, so that was good.
Okay.
But how's that? That's not my. It's interesting. Okay. Interesting. Good. Okay.
So Pretty Unique. I do see good things for you. Again, get that resume updated. Get it out to more people. Definitely try E-Team. The sources that I gave you. Look for where you want to live, and this time, don't settle. I'm a person. Listen, when I go and look for a place, they be like, "Would you like the second floor?" No, and they be like, "Why you won't consider it?" No, I'm lazy. I'm not walking up the stairs every single time I come in the house. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. And if I'm paying you for it, you're gonna give me what I want. They're like, "Oh, you can have this." Oh, nope, it needs to be close to my parking spot. Like, I'm a very demanding person when I go to look for a place. If I'm gonna be paying you all that money for a place I'm gonna live, I'm gonna like where I live. I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, I gotta take all these groceries upstairs every time I go upstairs, or oh my God, my parking spot is so far away. If I'm paying you, I'm gonna pay for what I want.
Absolutely. So who is next in line, Kina? And while we wait for who's next, let's remind people.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Listen, Miss Jazz, you know what I'm talking about on those stairs, because what I'm not doing is climbing the stairs. I'm too old and not even too old. I'm just lazy, and I've been lazy for a long time. Every time I get out the car, I got a bag. It's either food or clothes or something, and I ain't taking all that stuff up the stairs. I'm just not gonna do it.
Unfortunately, I can't say that. I have to come up those garage stairs every time. Angie, you've been up those stairs. You know that's
not a lot of stairs, Don. That's like, well, yes, it is. I've been on your stairs.
I'm like, whose stairs you talking about?
Somebody told me the dog was downstairs, and I was like, yeah, I'll see him next time. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, that is so.
Yeah, we have a long staircase. It's like, Lord have mercy. Once I'm up there it's like, I'm not going back to the car. So once I get up there, it's like, no, we're staying here.
Yeah, I'm just lazy. She said I get winded soon. Like, and don't make me have to make multiple trips. It'll just stay till next time. I'm just not gonna do it. Kina, how many times you done left some water in there because you on the second floor? And then Kina on the second floor, the back half of the building. So you got to walk all the way down the hall. No, I'm not going to do it.
Lewis says, how are you going to say you lazy and you got 8 jobs?
Because at the end of those 8 jobs, there's a check. Ain't no check at the top of them stairs. I'm paying you. I got to pay these people to walk up the stairs.
Fair point. Fair point.
I was just telling Crystal, I was at work the other day and they were like, Angie, you blah, blah, blah. I said, does that equal money? Like, I don't need just a recognition to be like, oh, Angie did a good job. Does that equal money? Does that equal a gift card? Like, what is it that you want? I said, Angie, don't call my name again unless it means money.
And you know, there are a lot of people who actually do pay to climb stairs. You know, that's what the gym memberships.
Exactly. No, listen. What was I going? Somebody used to say they used to do so long on a Stairmaster. I said, you want me to get on a machine that simulates walking up the stairs? I'm not even gonna do it. I can walk up the stairs for free. Why am I gonna pay you a membership to walk upstairs? No, I'm not.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Crystal S., it is your turn and you would like a general reading. Is this Crystal from class?
I'll let you go first, Don, because we were talking earlier.
Oh.
Pam, I hope you're still in the comments so you can hear this. Crystal been waiting to clown in the comments all day. I'm surprised her and Alicia and Keena ain't teamed up. That's a bad combo. Let's separate them and put them on 3 different platforms. Y'all can't even be on the same platform together.
Good Lord, it's getting warm in here again, so I don't know who's here. Somebody is here.
Pam, are you here? Crystal want to know. Oh, yeah, Pam is here, Crystal. She's on Don's Facebook, on Don's YouTube.
Crystal, I'm getting some really heavy energy, negative energy around you. You've been coming through some really rough stuff, and I'm seeing the sleep cycle is messed up. So again, you're not sleeping well. You're not you're kind of not really taking as well of care of yourself as you should. You're putting other people before yourself, and you're doing what a mama bear would do, I guess you would say. But this is interesting because this is that energy where, Crystal, you gotta flip the script. You gotta take control. You gotta take control of the situation. You gotta take control of your situation, control of things. Because again, it's like I think you for a while you were leading things to leading things to leading things to happen. You're leading things to just let them work themselves out, and that cannot happen. You've got to take control. So again, flipping the script, taking control. And it's interesting too, because I have this wonderful hermit card. And so it's like, you need to find your way back to your path. You need to really be working on your path, finding your way to connect back to what you know to be part of your spiritual growth and development, and get moving. There's no time like the present. No more planning, no more talking, no more I want to, or I thinking about, no. Get to it, get moving. So no more talking and planning and wanting and thinking and whatever. From now on, it's like we're there, we're on the motion. Because I get the feeling like, again, that you're just there's that stuck kind of, again, that stuck energy you're coming from, and the negative energy. But again, it's part of it's you and the change that you have got to understand, that you need to take control and that you need to move forward, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody else is going to do it for you. You got to do it yourself. And once you realize that, you get back to your path, the things that make you honest and true to yourself, to your higher being, then you're going to see the way open up very quickly, and you're going to see a lot of motion forward. And I love it because you've already put a lot of work in. And so it won't be that difficult to make that move, to continue to move forward in progress, because a lot of work has been laid for you. But look at this, a whole new kind of way of thinking. Again, you're thinking different because, again, you're in control. So it's a new way of thinking, a new way of owning yourself, a new way of putting your own energy out there. It's time for you to step forward and say, this is my turn. It's my turn. So that's what I'm getting.
So Crystal, Pam says she's on all platforms, but she's on all of the platforms back and forth. But without telling the details of what happened, were you in on Pam's reading for her last night?
Was I?
Yes.
No.
So Pam told her that she would be looking for a new job.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I did her reading today, I said, you'll have multiple options. I said, you'll have 3 job offers. You'll have the 1 interview within the next 7 days. And then and then I said, have your list of demands in order. So that follows along with you saying, you take charge, you decide what you want. And I told her, you need to tell them. I said, literally, you can tell them how much you want to make, where you want to be, like what hours you like. You can tell them that. You just have to decide what it is you want. And so I got the same message again. And the card that came out was the Knight of Coins, and I put it back in. But the Knight of Coins is like being in command of your money. They're saying, don't worry about the money. Like, you're not in any trouble of being in a scarcity situation. It's going to build right back up. And what you don't see is they're showing me like a one of those slingshot where you're being pulled back. So you feel like it's a setback, but you're being pulled back so that you can be propelled forward. And this time when you go, know what you want so the universe can grant whatever your wishes is. So I get very positive information on the job front. I already think the relationship is just the cutest, and that you two will are going to get married, and that we'll be at the wedding. So listen, just set up a Just Spiritually Speaking table, and we'll just be there. That's all I'm saying. No winter weddings. That's all I'm saying. Just in the summer when the flowers are out. So get that. And then I got what else did I get? Your son, I saw follow in your footsteps. Is he very good at like math? I get something about math and him being very, very good at math and following in your footsteps. Because if I'm not mistaken, you're an engineer or something like that. But I get that following in your footsteps, like he's very analytical, or he's very like I get the math thing. And so I feel like he's going to follow in your footsteps in some aspect of the future. And he's very much like, he just loves you. Like he loves his time with you, like his cuddle time. Like I see you guys sitting on the couch, maybe eating popcorn or watching a movie, and he loves his mom cuddle time. And so just increase that. And then I did get the 10 of Swords, but I feel like that's the ending that you've already experienced, and that's about to be over. And then the Knight of Coins was the thing that would have been afterwards. So I'm getting, she says my oldest is super analytical. So I did get following your footsteps. So maybe that's the one that's going to follow in your footsteps. And then the other one loves his cuddle time. But I definitely got following your footsteps. So one of them is going to be a lot like you, or is going to be very like their job is going to be something where they're a decision maker, is how I get it. Yeah. So that's all I got, Don.
Paula, I don't know who made the list. Kina has the list. And if you look on below, it's actually,
bottom.
Like I say, I just noticed it's scrolling across the bottom. So Paula, if you look over there, you will find who did and did not make the list. Crystal, the other thing I got for you is a healer card. And so I don't know if the job you have or what you do is with healing, but for some reason the healing card popped out when I was asking for information about what's new for you. So don't know why the healer card came out, because I don't. Are you into medicine or medical or doing something? I think Angie said you were an engineer. I don't know.
She was an IT director.
Okay. So I don't know what the healer is.
Probably her degree was in engineering.
Okay. Nice.
She did something about engineering we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with it on the wedding bells. That's all I'm saying. But listen, JSS table, just make a Just Spiritually Speaking table.
Crystal says, is that how you spell that?
She says, I'm squeamish. Oh, squeamish. Oh, that's why she's not doing the medical field. No. She says she's squeamish now. Okay, I got it.
Exactly. Who is next? Wait a minute. Sobia, I just text you a very response to that. You have made it on the list before. You just said that you never get on the list. You have made it on the list. We've read for you before. It may have been a little while, but we have read for you. If you go and I see, Sobia, you are on YouTube. So if you go back into your subscriptions and you click that little bell, the little icon bell, you will get notified every time we go live. And if you come right in when we get the notice, all you got to do on your phone, it pops up and it says, bump, you click it, you go in, and you get on the list like this. So there's a very simple way to make that fix, and that is by clicking that little icon bell. Okay.
So Miss Pamela, this is two different questions. I see you finding a new job before Thanksgiving and starting your new business maybe in January or sometimes in 2023. It's after the new year. So when I read the part about starting your own business, I see fireworks. And here in Arizona, they do fireworks for New Year's. So for me, that's after New Year's. Starting your job, I saw a turkey. So you'll get at least an offer before Thanksgiving. Spirit is telling me very distinctly, stop worrying. Like you're worrying very much about it. Like you're very shocked. And you're just like, oh my gosh, I feel like you may have gotten enough of a severance to hold you over till you find something else. Because you said laid off and not fired, and usually when they lay you off, they give you some kind of severance or something, or you're going to get unemployment. But I clearly heard, don't worry, you'll find something, or at least get an offer before Thanksgiving, and then starting your own business will be definitely sometime in 2023.
If you, sorry, Sabia, if you go back through if you go back on our website, you look at all the different readings I've done, you will find one of the ones where you were done, and then you can replay it. I don't keep a list of which dates, who read. I just know who comes in and out, and I remember reading you very clearly. And so back to Pamela, though, who was here on time and got her name on the list, so I can give her the respect and appreciation she deserves by popping in on time. Pamela, we're back to you. And it's interesting, Pamela, one thing I'm getting from you or for you, I'm being told that you had a conversation in September at a party or at an event. And in that conversation, something was raised. The conversation, an idea came to you, or an idea was bantered about either this job, the new job, or about a business. But that was part of a conversation with Jasmine. So do you remember a conversation in September at a celebration where you spoke to someone named Jasmine, and in that conversation was about either a business or another job? Does that ring a bell to you? Because I'm told that you should remember that conversation, because that's the direction you should take. It was a conversation between you and Jasmine. And again, it was in September, late September. My daughter's name is Jasmine. Okay. Well, apparently, again, they're drawing me to September. They said you had a conversation with her at a celebration. And during that conversation, that came up. Does that ring a bell to you? Wait a minute. It could be at a celebration, or you were celebrating something. They're not making that one clear. Whether you were at the celebration or you're just having a conversation celebrating something. But anyway, review that conversation. Yes, her birthday. Okay, we're good. Okay, so remember that conversation, because in that conversation is where you're going to find your answer most. Because it's again, something came up that was a triggered event, and that kind of put something in motion. Remember that conversation. Remember what it is you guys talked about. That's where the answer is going to be the clearest for you on moving forward. They're not giving me the answer, unfortunately. They're telling me how to find it. And so it's based in a conversation you had. Okay.
You also asked about a class action lawsuit, and they're saying, don't let that keep you don't let that keep you in, just in a position where you're just waiting around. Class action lawsuits take forever. And like by the time that's over and done, you'll have, it'll be a long time. So concentrate on the positivity of, they're saying like you're not making a decision too. You see how this person has their eyes covered? You're not making a decision on something because you're thinking, oh, we're going to get big money from that. They're saying move forward with the rest of your life. And if that comes to fruition, then so be it. But they're saying it's going to be a tough case to prove. Are you in a right to work state where it doesn't matter? Because she said they laid off 9 African Americans. So I'm assuming you're trying to say it was discrimination against you guys, and that's why you guys were all laid off. It'll be a long journey on that. Like I'm getting like a very long road, and then they're showing me like stretch. So they're saying, pay attention to this. And this is that page, your daughter, this is that younger person bringing you information. See that, and for me, fish in that cup, that's abundance. That's fruitfulness and abundance. So it's coming. Concentrate on the positive things that you can do now, and don't wait on that. Don't get hung up and be stuck waiting on that lawsuit to come through. Move forward with your life. And then if it comes about, or when it comes about, that'll be your positive thing. But again, move forward with whatever you're supposed to move forward with in finding a new job. And I do get that, like, because they're saying by Thanksgiving. So that's a very short span of time between now and Thanksgiving. So I'm thinking that it may be, like Don said, whatever conversation you have with your daughter, that may be the connection to how you get to wherever you're getting, but definitely before Thanksgiving for the new job.
Super. And while we're talking about Thanksgiving, as a reminder for those who didn't see it, it will be here before we know it. So,
Oh, and Crystal is saying she's confirming it definitely took her a few years to get her payout for a class action lawsuit. And then she says, were you at Wells Fargo? Is that where you were let go from?
she just said thanks. I think that it'll take a minute probably for her to follow up. With that said, let's move on as well. And who is the next one in line, Kina? Thank you, Kina. Unique Beauty. I would like a general reading for my spirit team. Have we read for Unique Beauty? That name doesn't sound familiar to me. Then again, that's not a surprise because sometimes.
When I saw it, I thought Pretty Unique automatically. And I'm like, didn't we just do that? But then it's Unique Beauty. Okay. She said it was a it's a staffing agency. Oh, so you want to go in HR? Is that what you were doing? You were doing HR? There's somebody in the chat, if they're still here, who does HR. I'm not going to call their name out in case they don't want to give you that kind of information. Amazon is usually hiring for HR. Look, Amazon is always hiring for something, so I'm just telling you, that's a good place. E-Teams, again, let me tell you, E-Teams, you guys need to go to E-Teams. They are very good. They're always sending me jobs, and literally probably the last 3 or 4 jobs I got came through E-Teams, so try them out definitely. She said, yes, I worked in HR. Oh, so you know this. Okay. Amazon HR is always hiring because Lord help the child. If I'm not mistaken, American Express HR was hired. Like I get all these emails every week, and you're not in the state of Arizona, so that won't help you. I don't know, but state of Arizona HR was also hiring. I mean, listen, I get emails all the time about jobs, so I'm pretty sure you know how it goes. But you'll definitely get another job very soon. Oh wait, that was Pamela. So back to Unique Beauty. A general read from my spirit team.
Unique Beauty, by the way, are you still here? Please confirm that you are here before we give a reading.
And do you have a connection to the moon? Like, is there something that draws you to the moon? Like, do you do a ritual or something? Because I'm getting drawn to the moon. Like they're literally pulling my energy back and forth to the moon. So there's something about the moon in you. Is there a connection that you've made or that you like about the moon?
I don't know if they're here.
Kina, did they answer when you told them they were next? Oh, no answer. Okay, let's move on. And then watch them come back in 20 minutes and be like, I've been here the whole time. I didn't hear my name being called. Kina added you on your thing, and we just called your name like 50 times, so sorry.
So then who's next?
Paula is next. Everything is a loaded question. Everything isn't always ever going to work out. So that's a loaded question. Can you tell me if everything is going to work out? No, everything is not going to work out. Some things will work out, but everything is not going to work out for you. Let's start with that. And for me and my family. Okay, so let me see. That is very general, Crystal. We did see your question, Corinne. I don't think we understood what it was. Because I remember, Don, you asked about Corinne's question, right?
Yeah, I said I couldn't figure out what you were asking, to be honest with you. Corinne? What was the gist of the question? I mean,
Yeah.
can you reword it in a way that, because I was reading and trying to make sense of it and I couldn't quite figure out what it is you were asking specifically. Let me see if it may have scrolled off by now, but I'm trying to find it. It was before Queen Libra.
Keena said it's gone.
It's gone? Okay. Yeah, I don't see it either. You may want to ask it again, Corinne, because I saw it and I was asking a question about it, and then because I couldn't figure it out properly. So if you could reword it, that would be great, or type it back in and maybe you can fix it. But going back to Paula. Paula, can you tell me if everything is going to work out for me and my family, please? Paula, can you be specific? I mean, again, because you're really fishing for. I mean, you're fishing in a big pond. I mean, how? So can you help us a little bit?
And I'm not getting any, like, I'm not able to tap into her energy, but the card that came out was this darkness. So they're saying some adjustments need to be made. So I'm like, I when I tapped into her energy, I didn't get anything. It was just blank and it was dark. And it actually looked exactly like this without the moon. It was just darkness. So maybe if you tell me a little bit more about what you're asking for. Is everything going to work out? Like financially, health-wise, like that's a very general. I'd rather you just ask for a general reading.
It's interesting because we've read for her before, but I don't remember any of the readings. I can't tell you what any of the readings were, so I don't know.
Family getting along.
Are you the one who told you there's going to be, I don't know for sure, but were you the person who we had a conversation with and said that Thanksgiving was not going to be easy for your family, that there was going to be drama? Is that, and then, so is that why you're asking again, if we've maybe changed our mind on that? Because I thought this is the person we talked about and we thought there'd be drama at Thanksgiving. And we told you that you'd be prepared for it. Was this one, that one, Angie? I can't recall.
I don't remember her. Like, I literally got nothing. And you know, Don, I'm usually the one who remembers the reading. And
Yeah.
even when I tapped in, I got nothing, a blank slate. I don't get any energy. I don't get any connection to her at all. So I'm trying to, she said family matters. Well, okay, so what they show me is a family tree. Every branch is not always going to be harmonious. There's going to be somebody here. Listen, I have cousins that I don't even want people to know that are my cousins. So I don't know if you mean your immediately family, like your children, your spouse, and your and like maybe your mother or father, or if you mean like your family as a whole. But it's never going to be just, you know what I'm saying, just perfectly great. She said no. Wait, what? I don't know. The list is at the bottom of the screen, Seashells. Did we already read Seashells?
I
Or
thought
did
so.
y'all read her the other day? Did we already read?
Wasn't she first to
She's
pop in
right
this?
there on the list. It shows that she's on there. Read the bottom of the list, Seashells. Your name is scrolling across the bottom. So Keena says we have not read her today. Okay. So that's where you are on the list. Paula, okay. There's a secret that you don't want to get out or some information that you're trying to hide? Because I'm not getting. I'm not getting anything, so I'm not going to try any harder. I'm not getting anything for this person.
Let me see what I can try to find. Yeah, again, the thing, this is telling you it's not going to be stable. Again, there's again, it's going to be, there's always underlying current of drama happening, and then there's going to be drama in the family. So again, it goes back to, I guess, what I was saying. I don't know, but I see drama there. I see it from a man. A man's bringing drama to the family, and it makes other people just want to leave and go. They're like, I'm done with this. So they don't even want to be around this person. And again, they bring it more often than not. This person is known for their drama. This is the person who also always likes to just kind of blow things up. And then they play the innocent role. Look, I didn't do anything, but they're the ones that cause drama. So if you're asking about, the only thing I'm getting about family is there is a drama king, and that drama king is bringing mess to the family, and the family's going to have a bit of a row about it. And I don't know exactly what else you're asking about the family, but that's what I'm seeing. I see some drama coming in the family created by a man. And
are you caught in the middle? Because I got the 8 of Swords. Like, I still don't tap into your energy and get anything. This is just a card that fell out. So for me, this is you feeling trapped and bound, because this is the 8 of Swords. And so you see how she's all tied up and bound and feeling like she's trapped in the middle of it. Swords are usually thoughts. So that's usually, some kind of thoughts that you're having about being trapped. But you can walk away at any time. You don't have to be a part of it. You don't have to participate in this energy. Like, you can decide that I'm not going to deal with it and walk away. So you're feeling trapped about it, but the decision is yours to walk away. You don't have to stay in the middle of it. I am hearing you're not the problem solver. You can't solve everybody's problems. Work on your situation and move forward with that. You can't solve everybody's problems, but this is the only card that I got for you. Is like you're feeling trapped, like you're in the middle of whatever the drama is and you can't escape. But then I heard Spirit say, yes, you can. You can walk away at any time you want to and not have to participate in it. It's not like you have to be in the company of those people unless it's like you don't even have to be in the company of your child if you don't want to, but I'm getting that you're feeling trapped and that it's a choice that you can make to walk away from it or not participate in it. She did say caught in the middle. Okay. Yeah. So, you don't have to take any sides. You can just step out of it and be neutral and be like, I'm just not going to deal with it. That's y'all's situation. I can't make you too happy. Like, I have friends that I'm friends with this person, I'm friends with this person, but collectively they can't be together. I don't get in the drama of it. I spend time with this person and I spend time with this person. I don't have to bring their two worlds together. Two things can exist at once, as two things can be true at once. Like you can still be kind to both sides and not have to bring them together and let their worlds collide. You can separately be a part of this situation. So the decision is yours about walking away and not dealing with the drama. And at the age that I am, I'll walk away in a minute. Oh, this ain't working. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. All right, I'm gonna be out. And that's just me leaving. But that's all I got. Crystal said, is someone in the hospital? Is someone in your family, Paula, in the hospital? Does this have to do with some medical issue? She said no. Okay, then that was just somebody asking. No need to ask. She just stressed about the situation. Again, remove yourself from it and then that'll take care of some of your drama. Just don't be a part of it. All right, who's next, Kena? So Bia, we're sorry that you couldn't find it. Don will be on live in the morning at 7 a.m. Lady T Thoko. Lord help the people. A general reading for Lady Thoko. Lady T Thoko.
God bless the child that's got his own. That's got his own. Lady Day.
As I was shuffling and I asked about what information they have for you, I got this card. Most people see it as conflict, but I get it as cooperation or competition, good competition. So somebody's pushing you forward by being competitive with you or something like that. So 5s are usually conflict. For me, it's cooperation. I don't get conflict. 4 for you in this situation because I just don't get that card as conflict. They're showing me you on a train and you're in a tunnel and the light is at the end of the tunnel, but you're looking like this. You're not even looking. They're saying you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel because you don't want to see something, like you're covering your eyes so that you don't see it, or you're choosing not to see the truth of a matter or of something. So maybe this is conflict for you because you're choosing not to see the truth of something. They literally show me you coming out of a tunnel and there's a sunset or a sunrise at the end of the tunnel, but you're like this and you're choosing not to see because you're putting your hands up, not them. And they're saying you're choosing not to see the truth of the matter, which is keeping you, which is stretching it out. Like you're almost at the end of it. And then because you're not paying attention or because you're not seeing the truth of it, you're stretching the matter out. You're making it take longer than it has to be. This could be over and done with if you just see the truth of the matter. That's what I keep hearing over and over again. See the truth of the matter. There's a behavior that you're excusing, or there's something that you're excusing that you need to address, or you need to that you need to address. And so I'm getting that you need to see it for what it is. And then that way you'll get out of this darkness and into the light that you should be going to. So that's what I got. Oh, Miss Paula, I remember you about the grandson who wanted to talk to her. And then she called the school. I remember you telling us that. You read for that's the lady we just finished. Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that reading. But Lady T, that's all I got, is that you're not looking at the truth of some matter, and you could be out of this situation, out of the darkness and into the light if you would see the truth of the matter. And I don't even know if you're still here because I don't recall you saying that you found it, that you were here. So Bia, what you need is a counseling service. You don't need a reading. You need a counseling service. I don't do pity parties in the comments. That pray that I'm here next time. Do you mean here like you catch the live, or here that you don't diminish in your life capacity? Because if you're talking about that, then you need a counselor, and I don't play games with people who are like alluding to suicide. So you need to call that suicide prevention. But if you mean pray that you make it to the next live, then that's something that, yeah, I can be on time with. But anything else, I'm not participating in that. You need to call for assistance, for mental health assistance. Oh, in life, yeah. You need to call for mental health issues. I don't play games like that. If you're having issues where you're thinking that you don't want to be alive, then you need to call the suicide prevention. You don't need a reading. You need a therapist. And I'm not even being mean. That's what I'm saying. It's like giving you a reading isn't going to make whatever your situation is if you're talking in that nature. So my direct suggestion for you, call somebody for help, a local agency, the 1-800 number. But talking about ending your life, that's not a way to get a good reading on here. That's a way to get you the number for the suicide prevention, and then we move on.
Okay. So let me offer you one insight. No, I'm not. I can't. I just can't. I can't even. It's too. No. We're good. It's too sarcastic. It's not. I'm good. I'm leaving it right there.
And if it's a health issue, Miss Sobia, just go to a doctor. That's what you need, a doctor. You don't need a reading. You need a doctor.
Just for anybody out there, this is not meant for anybody specifically. We do readings for both the living and those who have crossed over. So if you don't have a chance to get a reading on this side and you somehow So I told her, you're welcome. You're welcome to come in that way because we do hear them. So just to let you know that we offer both sides, just in case. Just
Right. And so she's like, that's okay. Pray that I'm still here for the next time. Like for me, those are things that people say when they're trying to they're trying to have pity and they want us to take pity on them. That's not how you do it for us. Like, I get it. I do pray that whatever your medical situation is taken care of, but I don't like when people make comments in there and try to play on people's sympathy. Like, I hope that whatever your medical situation is okay, and that you get to the correct doctor and everything is okay. But we've done readings before you. Because you missed it, that's not our issue, and don't play on our sympathies like that.
amen.
Oh, there's Lady T. She's back. We just did your reading, Lady T, and we were asking you questions. So I don't know, Lady T. I don't know if you missed. Like, we had questions for you. We just literally was doing your we were just doing your reading, and you didn't respond, so we went to the next person. She says, I'm back. Oh, well, you gotta wait. We're gonna do Brittany Hughes now.
Who are we?
Brittany Hughes, you said my daughter is my daughter aware of her ability? She's very intuitive. I feel like you answered your own question. So you want to know if she understands that her being intuitive is an ability? Like, when you say she's intuitive, she's able to read. Like, I gotta know. When I read your question, I gotta know she's not aware of her ability. She doesn't even know what that means. She may know that she knows things, but she doesn't know what that means. I don't feel like this has been introduced to her in a way that she would understand what that means. So no, she's not aware of her abilities. I do get that she's very intuitive, but I don't get that she's aware of what that means. Like, like what it means to be intuitive. She just knows that she knows things and she doesn't know what that means. So I don't get that she understands what that means. That's what I'm getting from you, Miss Brittany Hughes.
But the thing to do, Brittany, is when she speaks of that ability or when she speaks of those things, bring it. Just speak with her and have a conversation about what she's going through, and let her know that it's natural and it's normal. Don't give in to the suppression squad who wants people to kind of forget what they are naturally born to do. So just support her and then explain to her, hey, these are things that happen to some people, and especially when it's intuitive, or if she's an empath. Explain what empaths are, explain and help her try to understand it. She'll probably say, oh, okay, and then move on, which is good, because that's what most kids do.
She said she's not scared, but hasn't said anything else about it. She's not scared of what? What is it? When you say she's intuitive, is she seeing spirits? Is she predicting the future? Is she understanding that is she understanding that somebody's having an emotional? Like, what do you mean by intuitive? There's so many different ways. Is she hearing? Is she seeing? Is she feeling? What do you mean by intuitive? And then when you say she isn't scared, then that means she is aware that she is. So your question is a little bit like off for me. She's not scared. So you've had a discussion with her that this is a gift. Is that what you're saying? And she doesn't understand what that means. When I read your question, is my daughter aware of her abilities? I got no. And I did, when it says she is very intuitive, they said, yes, she is, but she doesn't understand what that means. So when you say she's not scared, it's all in the presentation of how you introduce it to some people. I was just having this conversation again last night. My introduction into the metaphysical with our mentor, Tina, was positive. So it's all in how you introduce it to people. If you are telling her, oh, well, be mindful that you don't talk to a bad spirit, then that scares somebody. So when you say she's not scared, what does that mean? What has she experienced that would make her or not make her scared? She sees people. Okay, so she sees people. So are you saying, does she understand that that's mediumship? Is that what you're asking? Does she understand that? Again, the answer is no. She doesn't understand what that means. So you either need to get her connected to somebody who can explain to her what she's seeing, feeling, or hearing, or well, that's just it. You need to get her connected with somebody who's able to do that. And I don't know her age, so I don't know that I will be able to invite her to the class because I just don't know her age like that. Okay.
But the most important thing is ask her about them, ask her to introduce you to them, have a conversation with her, and just, again, entertain the conversation and let her talk and let her see. And if nothing else, ask her to introduce or whatever. If you feel that she'll tell you whether she feels comfortable or not. Generally speaking, there are some spirits who, who again are just in the house, or some that are just in the area. You don't know what they are and what they're there for. They could be her spirit guides, and she's now connecting to them. So the most important thing is actually maybe have a conversation and let them go from there. Do the conversation thing. Let them go from there. And if you are successful with the conversation, then it'll put her at ease, and then she'll be able to comfortably talk about anybody else that might come in. But it is a gift.
I don't mind talking to her one-on-one, but I won't invite her to the class because I don't know her age, and I don't want to invite somebody under 18 to that because we get pretty heavy. Not heavy, but you know what I'm saying, not always appropriate. So if you would like for me to talk to her one-on-one and just see what it is that she's seeing, feeling, hearing, then I'm okay with that. You can email me. I think my email was going across the bottom of the screen, but A5Says yes at gmail.com. You can, Kena, if you could put that in the chat, I'll reply to Brittany Hughes with that. And if she wants to, you want to email me, and then we can connect that way. I can talk to her if you're okay with me doing that in your presence, but I'm not going to invite her to that class setting, but I'm okay with talking to her in that way. But she is very intuitive, but she just doesn't understand what that is or what the spirits are.
Okay. Well, with that, who is next in line? Hopefully, that Brittany that work with you again. Don't hesitate to reach out to Angie let me see. We can put the emails up here.
She's on your Facebook, Don.
Okay. Well, you can reach out to me as well. I mean, definitely, absolutely. I'm available as well. So
there it is right there. So that's my email address. And then just email me and let me know that you're the person that we saw on the live. And then we can make arrangements to have a conversation in your presence with her on the phone.
Yeah. Absolutely. So who is next?
Hi, Patty Singer. Hi. She said she's just jumping in to say hi.
Hey, Patty. Nice to see you. Alice Rivers says, I'm so excited. What do you see in my near future exciting for me? Life got in the way and I didn't put my house up for sale. I found my jeweler though. Praise God. Thanks. My jewelry though. Praise God. Thanks to you. Hi, Don. My first time. Well, thank you, Alice.
I think we encountered her on a Sunday. She is a regular on Sunday with me and Sherry. And so she was looking for a bag of jewelry. And I kept telling her it wasn't stolen. It was in the house. And she found it in her nephew or grandson's vehicle. So, and then the thing that I saw at the back of the drawer was something else. It wasn't the jewelry, but it was something else. So she wants to know what's in my near future. With the move, I feel like you weren't ready. Oh, you were the lady that was moving from California to the Midwest. And we were telling you could make a boatload of money on the sale of your house because the cost of living was going to be a lot cheaper where you were going. And so you're saying you didn't go, but I get that you weren't quite ready mentally to go. And not to say that you have some mental issues, but like you weren't prepared to go yet. And then I think you asked about a guy, and I saw a guy, you meeting a guy. Like you're an older woman, but you're still I saw a guy, I saw you meeting a guy and having a good time. Somebody to be a companion. I don't think that you were looking for marriage, if that's what I got. So I'm just gonna pull. Luckily, I have the I have the cards that are favorable to love. So I'll pull up a couple cards for you, but that's what I remember about you, Miss Alice. Don, if you have anything before I get to a card, you can go ahead.
Well, the first card I got was you. It looks like you've just overcome something. Again, you. This is the victory card, the triumphant card, the rise above card. So it seems like you had just overcome something that was like holding you back or was doing something, and it's giving you now an opportunity to move forward and in a very balanced manner, because again I felt like you're being held back for something, or that you were caught in something, you're in a quagmire or in a situation where again you could not move forward. So with that said, I see that movement forward now. I see that motion, and I see actually a movement toward money as well. So it seems like money was maybe part of the issue, and money kind of broke itself up, which is nice. Again, it's something about a business or an opportunity or a structure that that you had to deal with or go through, or something. Maybe an institution you had to deal with. I don't know, but again, that's broken through, and now at this point, you're sitting there and you are dealing with a great amount of energy. This is your chakras. Your chakras are finally aligning. Again, things are lining up for you in a very positive way, because again, you've fought the excuse me, the good fight. You fought the good fight, and now you've overcome that. And so after you rose above it, again, that's moving forward. Now, it's interesting because again, it's still up to you. You have got to start making it happen. You've got to make it move. But it's interesting because again, I'm there's some pessimism. I've got to cover some parts of this card because the body parts are showing, so I'm covering it. But there's some pessimism still that seeps in your head, and you've got to take control of it and get beyond the pessimism. Don't let it defeat you. Again, you can't live in the past. You have to move forward. You've got to move forward because again, you've overcome what it was that was holding you back. So again, happiness is coming your way. This is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is telling you happiness is coming your way, a new era, a new opportunity. So move forward in a positive way, but move forward. Keep moving. Okay, that's what I'm getting. What else do you have, Angie?
I got the world card when I pulled, and for me, again, that's transitioning to a whole new outlook or a whole new. A lot of people get travel for the world, but for me, it's always transition from an old life to a new life. Crystal says she pulled a card for Alice and she got a new financial beginning for you. I don't know is that what you just said, Don? So again, Crystal said the same thing, is that she got a new financial beginning for you. I got the world card. So for me, again, that's transitioning from an old life to a new life. But I also see that man, like I see this guy with the hat on, our older gentleman, and you and him just kind of bopping around town and going to musicals or not necessarily concerts, but like to the theater, out to eat and to do little things. So I do see you moving forward and finding love, because I think that was your question before. So I get all love and like you're gonna meet a nice gentleman. That's what I get for you, Miss Alice. That's all I got.
Super. Hey, Wendy Yates, nice to see you in. Good to see you here. Love me some Wendy Yates. Love Wendy. Wendy, I have that salt and pepper shaker for you too. I'm going to bring to class when I see you next. It won't be this Monday though, because I'm going to be out of town in New Orleans. But maybe after that, the following Monday, if you're be in class, I'll be bringing it to you.
Listen, if I had a companion that texts me as much as the political people would, I'd never be. Literally 7-8 texts a day. They text me more than any man I've ever met in my life. Just Jesus, people, I get it.
I hear you.
I'm keeping all y'all phone numbers because when something go wrong, I'll be like, listen, such and such. You asked for my support, now I'm asking for yours.
Before we move on, the next person, Kina, as you cue them up, who's the Texas A&M graduate that's online now? I'm getting Prairie, maybe it's A&M or Prairie View. I'm not sure which. Is there, except for Pam and Pam's family, is there somebody else who's Texas A&M graduate? Holy crap.
And I also get for Miss Alice, no, I don't think that you'll go to Iowa. I feel like your family that you're with in California don't think that it's a safe move for you, or that you'll get the loving stability and support. And not to say that your person there doesn't need you or won't take care of you, but they don't feel like that person will take care of you the way that they take care of you or support you in that way. So I'm getting, I don't get a yes on you moving to Iowa. I get a no.
Yeah. Interesting. Again, one more time, and then we'll move on. Just whoever is here that I think it's a Prairie View A&M graduate, either a Texas A&M graduate. I think it's Prairie View A&M. It's part of the same universities, I assure you. If you're still here, let me know. The one with twins. This person has apparently a set of twins. So if you are a Prairie View A&M graduate, set of twins, let me know.
Then I got Crystal for Miss Alice. Crystal said she got the transition card for you too. So transitioning from an old way of life to a new way of life. And then she got no on you moving to Iowa, but also that you still have some choices to make. Like I still see you maybe downsizing the house to something smaller or to something a little bit more efficient for you. But I don't see you moving to Iowa. Oh, Miss Alice says she's sending out positive thoughts for a man who deserves. Listen, that's all I'm saying. Me and Miss Alice, we cool. We here.
Oh Lord!
And that he texts me as much as these political people do. Because listen, listen. If I had a dime for every political text, Starfall. Oh, I loved your name when I saw it in the comments, Starfall. Starfall, are you here? Because Keena said you didn't answer. And what we're not going to do is start this reading, and then you come in 30 minutes later and say you missed it.
Yeah, I don't want to fall for her until I know she's here. Get it? Fall for her. Ha, ha, ha.
I immediately thought of that one movie. What's the movie where Adele sung the Skyfall? That's what I was thinking of.
Oh yeah.
Is that a movie or is that just a song? That was a movie, right?
That was the movie too, I think. The name of the movie.
Okay, yeah. I saw that. As soon as I saw that, that's what I thought of. And I got soaring. So I get if Starfall comes back, I get that she's going to be soaring off into something else, but we'll see if she ever answers.
I guess
Miss Alice will be back on Sunday, so come and check us out Sunday at 3:00. Me and Sherry and maybe Alicia. Benefits is this is benefits time for Alicia, so she not even in the comments. Alicia probably sleeps somewhere.
She got tired of Sabia or whatever her name was.
Hey Jazz, are you saying me too? Like send you a man too? Look, touch and agree. Come on, touch my hand. We got it, hey Jazz. Like we here with the man.
Oh Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So is the next person here? Christian Hill, are you here?
Hi Logan, Taro. All right, Christian. Listen, did we ever figure out what Korean wanted?
Where who?
Korean. Oh, Christian Hall is here. Hill. Lord, these glasses suck. I read. Look, let me pull them up to see what it says.
So Christian Hill is here. Okay.
Oh, I love reading. Just perfect. Oh my gosh, that's so funny because I heard it in the voice of, like, I watch Shrek and I don't know if you watch it. And remember when Lord Farquhar was trying to figure out which princess to choose so that he could become a king? And it was 3 different choices. That's how they're showing me your love life. 3 different choices. And they're saying, and I keep hearing pick 2, my lord, because they wanted him to pick Fiona, which was number 2, I think it was. And so I get that you'll have multiple options, 1, 2, 3. Like maybe you'll meet one this month. Listen, let me tell you where you need to go, to Minnesota, because obviously they are rampant with men. Crystal and I met about 700 men in the last 2 weeks. Every time I call her, she know a new person. I'm like, where's you meeting these people at? They just got a factory. They just releasing men. So maybe you need to move to Minnesota. All y'all who looking for love, move to Minnesota if you can deal with that 40 inches of snow that they about to get, and then you'll find a good man, because Crystal, they just dropping out the sky. Crystal, like, I'll take that one and that. You know what I'm saying? Just, that's all I'm trying to say. So Christian is a man. Well, again, listen, just because the scenario that they gave me was about women doesn't mean that you not go find that. Wait a minute, that makes sense. You said I'm a man. I said Lord Farquhar had to pick 3 different options, 3 different princesses. So what? Did I say she? Is that why you're saying that you're a man? I feel like you're going to have 3 different options. Oh, because I said ladies, didn't I? Or maybe I said me. Oh, because I said go to Minnesota. I'm so scatterbrained, Lord. Maybe I need to hit this up. So yes, that's why they gave me the Shrek reference. Then okay, the 3 different princes. So I get that you'll have multiple options. Like maybe you'll meet one this month, and then one the next month, and then one the month after that, and then you'll decide slowly which one you want. So I get that you're a quiet person or a quiet spirit, and so you're looked over a little bit because you're not loud and boisterous, and you're not like, just out there. So you're a quiet spirit and you just kind of want to settle down. But I do get you'll have at least 3 options is how they're showing it to me. And that they keep saying pick 2. So maybe the second person that you meet out of that trio is the one that you're supposed to get. But I do get that you'll find love, and I do get that you'll have 3. And one of the cards, oh, here it is. Oh, girl, child, look, 4 of Wands. That's the marriage card right there. Look at that. Community, marriage. So that's a yes for me. Can you see that, John? Yeah. So that's the 4 of Wands for me. That's the 1111 card. That's the marriage card. Usually people call it the marriage card. So I'm with it. That's passion. That's, good stuff coming in. So I get a yes, and I get that you'll have 3 options. And again, pick 2, my lord. That's all I got now.
Ma'am, I don't have much good news.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. But I'm going to give it to you. I usually don't give the news, but I do see you finding somebody, and let me cover the body parts there. Finding somebody. It's going to be fiery. It's going to be exciting. But then I see an illness, and I see a long-term illness.
For that person or for him?
For her.
Oh, for that person.
Yeah. And unfortunately, so I don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying avoid relationships. I'm not saying this, but this person, she's going to be about 4 inches shorter than you, blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm told never to tell people this, but you just need to be aware that, she's meant to be in your life. You're meant to have this experience. It's kind of like the love story thing. If you ever saw the movie Love Story, it helps to bring life and change life. But I'm worried for you, because I think that it's going to be work, but it's going to be a labor of love, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I hope I'm wrong, but I unfortunately I don't. I see a very hot passion. I see you falling for her. She's everything that you wanted. She fits every category, and then bam, bam. But you love her enough that you will walk that path with her, which I think is admirable. It's amazing. Again, you'll walk that path with her. And again, she's such a strong, determined woman. She will walk it as a strong woman. She won't be a needy kind of, and she'll be the spirit that wants to help herself to the end. But ultimately, the end is the end. That's what I see. Sorry to have to give you that news. That's what I see.
Corinne, I saw your question. It says, Angie, I was just looking for if either of you saw a best month of the year to share good news with a friend. I got December. Everybody's in good cheer in December. Not everybody, but most people's in good cheer in December. So I just saw Christmas balls and bells. So wait till December and tell this person the good news because she'll be in the good, in the celebratory spirit, and maybe do it with some celebratory spirits.
Exactly. But again, if it's good news, usually anytime is good. Anytime is a good time to give good news. Lord have mercy. I don't know. So I'm not sure I follow not sure I follow that. I don't get it. But yeah. Yep. It's
The
always
question.
definitely it's easier to give good news than bad, like I just had to give. So
Uh,
next.
somebody, Crystal, who was in the thing, she got the same cards that you got. She got the three of what'd you get done? What she got the same cards that you got for this for Christian.
Oh, and I put them back in the deck.
Oh, let me see. She said she had the three of cups and the death card.
Yeah. The Three of Cups is again a celebration of again you're going to have such a wonderful experience with her, but ultimately she will find her way to the door. So
I literally heard you'll find your purpose in her. Like you'll find your purpose in life in her. Cause I feel like you're getting into your spiritual side. Cause I get an overall calmness for that Christian person. Like you're a very reserved, like kind of not dark, but kind of mysterious person. And you're getting into your spiritual side. And so you'll get your life purpose through this person. And I don't know and I'm hearing grief counseling. So I don't know if it'll be grief counseling or what, but you'll get your life purpose through this relationship. And then I feel like there will be something afterward, but it'll be years after because it'll be devastating, but it'll also be, you'll eventually move on beyond it and you'll get to where you're going to be. So that's what I got. Corinne, I get an overall excitement for you in this news. Like you're like a kid jumping up and down and you want to tell the information so good. Spirit told me to ask why do you have to have a specific month? Why can't you just tell it now? But when I read your question, I did get December, but they're saying, why do you have to wait? Just tell it now. Like, listen, if you got something good to tell me, don't wait. Just tell me now. Like, think about it. If this person had that news to tell you, would you want them to wait to December or would you want to know now? Like, let me call you right now and tell you right now. Tell me right now. If it's bad news, then don't, I can wait. But if it's good news, you go ahead and tell me now. That's what I'm getting. Down, my hand look little.
it looks little.
Right, like it's too little for my body. Like it feels look. I don't know, Lord.
Maybe I'm sitting
it
up
might
taller.
be these glasses.
Maybe the camera's closer to me, so I'm sitting up bigger or something.
I don't know.
Does that help?
Listen, I be listening to these like because we're big on affirmations. So I listen to this video every night when I go to sleep. It says I am skinny, and so I'm just hoping that through the power of through subconscious thinking, my body's like because it says stuff like I release all the fat cells that no longer serve me. My neck is getting smaller. My arms are getting.
So
So
your
I
head's
listen
getting
to
bigger.
that at night over and over, and I'm like, hey, maybe my fat cells are like she said go, so they're leaving. But my head feels small today. Like, oh, what's going on? And I usually think I got a big head. I just, you know what now? I don't know.
They had a movie about that called Incredible Shrinking Woman. I don't know.
Crystal said, take off them non-prescription glasses. You might can see something. Lord help the child. Y'all know.
Crystal was
I
fired
don't
up.
even need these glasses, and truly, they are making it worse. Like I see so much better without them. But I can't be on here with Don having no glasses. I don't have no glasses. I feel like I need them. Y'all stop laughing at me. That ain't funny.
Oh Lord. Well, seashells is next.
Okay, she says general for the week. Why do I see a house and a lock? Like when you're a realtor and there's a lock on the door and you have to punch the numbers in. I see a house with a lock. And then I see someone kicking in the door. Are you having problems with a tenant? They clearly show me like a lock, like the bot, like when you're not living in a house that you're trying to sell. So I clearly see that box. And then I see someone kicking on the door, being belligerent. But it works in your favor because this person ends up being violent. Like it's an overall traumatic experience for you because I feel like this person ends up being violent and unruly, and then you have to call the police, and it works out in your favor to get this person out of your property. But they're showing me very clearly a lock, like a door handle with the lock little code on it, and then someone kicking on the door and screaming and just being belligerent. And then when the police comes, they're like, they won't stop being like, they're so loud and so, out of control and so angry that the police is like, okay, ma'am, we're trying to calm you down. You won't try to calm down. She's cussing and fussing. And she's really letting them have it with these words. And then I see them putting this person, and it's a she. I don't know if your tenant is a female that you're having a problem with. I see this person being put in handcuffs, is being taken away. And then you use that police report to move on forward is how I see it. So I don't know. No, I don't even know what that means. Siren, what does that mean? Okay, so they're showing me, or are you looking? No, this is what I'm seeing. Like they're showing me a police officer coming to the house and this lock on the door handle. So are you looking to buy a house from somebody? Or are you looking for a house? Because they clearly show me the door. They're only showing me the door. They're showing me the little key code on the door and someone trying to kick in the door. So if that's not what's happening for you, then I don't know, because that's all I'm seeing over and over and over again. I'll try to pull a card, but that's what I got for you. She says she is happy. Closing my past chapters, maybe moving on. Okay, then. Maybe I'm totally off and I'm saying it for somebody else. So is anybody going through a real estate issue where that's what's happening? Like they're being locked out? An eviction? Are you going through an eviction? Because I clearly see this little thing on the door, and then the police are being called and somebody's being carted off. And I don't know that that's you, but somebody's being carted off by the police because they're being unruly and trying to get in there. Okay. Then I'm sorry, that's the best that I got for you. That's what they keep showing me over and over and over again. So if you said you're happy and that you're closing your past chapters and moving on, then I'm not sure, because literally all the things they keep showing me is the doorknob, the little key code to get in when you're trying to view a house, and then someone trying to kick the door in and the police coming and arresting that person. So if that's not you and that's somebody else in there, then if that's your story, then let me know. But that's all I got for you, Miss Seashells.
Well, super. That means mine is iJazz. Did we say it right? Was it A-Jazz or iJazz?
When I asked her how to pronounce it, she just broke the two words apart and put A-Y-E and jazz. So Keena said, hey, as it's probably pronounced A as in hey, so A-Jazz.
Okay.
Is there a specific meaning to that, Miss Jazz? Oh, Miss Crystal said for you. Wait a minute, is that for Seashells or for A-Jazz? Oh, I was like, I know A-Jazz asked for a love reading, and I got some positive hits on that when I first saw your name. A-Jazz, okay. Oh, okay. So Crystal got for Seashells that you will be riding a stallion this week. So you here for a good time, not a long time. So
What did Crystal get his name?
Crystal, did you get the name? Well, we know the jazz part. We were trying to get the A part, the A-Y-E. Don't start with us today, Jazz. Do not.
I meant the stallion part.
Oh, did you get the name of the stallion that she's going to be riding?
Oh, big gloves, big gloves.
She said she's not that intuitive. Sorry.
Oh, Angie.
Lord have mercy. A-Jazz. Corinne said, give her that stuff. Listen, go to Minnesota. It must be nothing but horses in Minnesota.
Oh, chicka wow wow.
But Minnesota, though? I can't even. Not if y'all from Minnesota, but really? Minnesota? Okay. Okay, Miss Jazz. Now I got to go back and figure out what I saw, because when I first saw your question, I got a positive little situation for love. Like I saw all good stuff. Don, Miss Linda said you bad. You know Don is bad. So inappropriate.
Me? What did I say? I'm just an innocent man. Innocent.
No, I can't even concentrate on Jazz. Lord, Jazz, hold on. Let me.
You're stuck
Where
on the
my word?
stallion.
Let me reconstruct my energy. How they do it on Men in Black? Erase all that and start over.
It's like, look into my eyes.
Wow. I literally heard in like a very deep voice, tall, dark, and handsome, is what you're going to find. Tall, dark, and handsome. And then I heard sexual chocolate or sexually sexy chocolate. So a dark guy. Oh, wait, what state you in? Oh, see, Crystal got a quiet man that's interested in you and an introvert. I got tall, dark, and handsome, and then I got sexy chocolate. So I get a darker skinned man, who is quiet, maybe dreads. I feel like you've encountered this person, like you've maybe walked past this person, or you kind of know this person, or if you saw this person, you will remember who they was. But I don't feel like you two have been introduced or really know each other. She says she's from Jersey. Oh, Crystal got fine as hell too. Oh, she says she dates women. Oh, well, listen, tall, dark, and handsome could still be a woman too. You know. Maybe it's a handsome woman. But I definitely heard in a deep voice, tall, dark, and handsome. And then I heard sexy chocolate. So I got a darker skinned person. I assumed because they said tall, dark, and handsome that it was a male and the voice was deep. So that could be a female with a deeper voice also. But I definitely get that you'll find that you'll meet this person. And it seems does this person have dreads? Like I also get the dreads too. And then I feel like it's a person that you've encountered or walked by in passing, or that you will recognize if you see them, but that you haven't met each other. So I definitely get that you'll have somebody for love. And I see you like going to the movies to see this going to the movies with this person. Are you a club person? Because I see a glow stick or something, like you're out partying with this person. So maybe you'll be with this person for New Year's, because if I'm seeing a glow stick, I'm assuming that's for New Year's, because around here where you go out, they give you a glow stick, and it's kind of like a glow stick in your mouth and around your neck. So I'm assuming you'll be with this person before New Year's, because you'll spend New Year's with this person. So that's how I got it. And Crystal said definitely a fine introverted person. She put all caps person. So that's what I'm getting. And definitely I still see the dreads and glasses. Yes, you love to party. So I see you out at a New Year's party with this person. And maybe those are shots, because when you're in the club, they give you shots in a little glowing glass too. So I do see good things in love for you. I definitely feel like it'll be a good time, not a long time. I don't feel like this is your forever, but I feel like you will spend at least a year or a significant amount of time with this person. But I don't see this person being your forever. And I don't feel like you're totally ready to settle down yet. Yeah.
Yep. No, I see this. I see a strong, determined woman. I see that that she is in control, and you like that. You like the fact that, again, in a relationship, you prefer them to have some control. This is a dominant woman, a very assertive woman, because that's the sword. So again, it's that determines, and this is that new relationship, of course. That's the Ace of Swords. So it's a new relationship, and it's new for you. This is a woman who is going to be very balanced. This is also a businesswoman, by the way, somebody who is very business oriented, very cognizant of business ideas, business and money. Money is not going to be an issue in this relationship with her. There will be an issue though of trying to find a balance between her work and you, because you're going to feel like you need more attention. You're a bit needy, and you're going to be needing more attention, more communication, and she's not like that. And it's going to frustrate you to a degree, and you're going to push it to the point where, unfortunately, you're going to make the relationship's not going to work, because again, you want to control more. You want to be more in control, and you're not going to give her a freedom to go out there and make the money and do. And she's very money oriented. She's very determined. She's a good, strong business person. So for her, the way in which she supports herself and her family, it's about the money, and it's about the way in which she makes it. So again, it's going to be a problem for you. And I think in the end, that control factor that you have is going to leave you, it's going to hurt you, because you can't seem you won't be able to let her, again, you don't give her the space she needs. Okay. And that's what I'm getting. This woman is very educated, by the way. The same woman is very educated. And take charge kind of person. So again, she's probably going to be a little more on the masculine side. You're drawn to that more masculine figure. You're drawn to that masculine energy. And again, she's kind of the embracing, take charge kind of guy. So
I also get that she's going to want to be more serious, and it's going to be a little heavy for you. Like you want the love and attention inside, but you don't really want I don't feel like you're ready for that deep of a commitment. And this person is going to be older than you by several years. And I think that you're both on my YouTube. So look at the comments that Crystal S is making. Crystal S is also somebody who's in our Tuesday night class, and she's very intuitive. So look at her comments, because she's reading for you and she's pulling cards for you too. So the information that she said is coinciding with what me and Don is saying too.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I was getting.
And Crystal says she is going to be more serious than you. Like, you're going to think that's what you want. And then when it gets down to it and she's pushing you one way or the other, you're going to think it's a little bit too heavy for you. And you're not ready for that. You're still trying to find yourself or your stride or where you want to be. And this person seems to know themselves very well. Are you under 25? Because I keep getting a 24. So are you under 25? Is that what I'm getting? She says yes. Oh, so you see I'm seeing that as well. So I'm assuming you're seeing the comments. So are you under 25? Because I keep seeing a 24. So I don't know if that's how old she is or that's how old you are. But again, you're here for a good time, not a long time. Like you want a little bit of fun and free and whatever. You're 28. So 24. Nope. I don't know what that 24 is, but it's not gonna be like, I don't feel like you're ready to completely settle down yet. Oh, your birthday is in January. Is it the 24th?
I still think the problem in their relationship is going to be, though, that Jazz is a little more wanting constant connection and communication, and that's going to be a failure that's going to drive a wedge between them, because Jazz is not going to trust completely, and she's going to think if you're not responding, something must be happening. So that's what I'm thinking.
She says eventually. Yeah, I just don't I feel like you're of that mind, like, oh, I don't mind getting into a long-term relationship. And then when you actually get into it and it's moving that way, you're like, wow. So maybe it does depend on the person. And I just don't feel like you're going to be ready with this person. So I don't get that it's going to be a long time. And as far as Don talking about the clingy, that's me, like just on your back, just, you know what I'm saying? And I need attention. Stroke my hand, give me some eyes, blah, blah, blah. I'm that attention person.
Maybe the young lady that you're going to be connecting to is 24. And so maybe the age thing will be a difference. I don't know. Super.
She said we were spot on. Well, thank you, Miss Jazz. Come back often. It was nice meeting you. Your picture is so cute. Like I just love your little picture right there. You look so innocent and you look young. What you doing to make you look that young? But it could be these glasses because you know.
Next in line is Bonita. Bonita. Will I be able to get approved for my public housing year this year? Bonita, are you still here?
I don't know what to tell you, but in Arizona, they just opened our public housing list. And so if you was trying to get it in Arizona, then I would say yes. But I'm gonna go ahead and read. Oh, she said she's here.
Good.
I like the name. Is that your real name or is that just the name you chose? I like that name.
La Isla Bonita.
Oh, she said that is her real name. I like it. Oh gosh, all good cards fell out, so I'm assuming yes. It's gonna take like you're gonna get somebody who's gonna assist you with that because I got the Three of Pentacles, and for me, that's cooperation. See that they're all working together to get this piece done. So I get yes, there's going to be somebody who's going to help you with it. And then I see the Six of Swords, which is you transitioning from a turbulent time to something else. Are you living with family members and you're trying to get out on your own? Because this is transition from rough waters over to something a little more calm. That's Six of Swords. And then the Knight of Pentacles. What'd you get, Don? Is
Yes.
that your yes? Your yes, see, Don got a yes too. And then I got the Knight of Pentacles. And for me, that's somebody in command of the money. I feel like that's lowering your expenses and you having a little bit more money. I don't know that you're going to make more money, but this right here seems to be in command of your like material world and things like that and decision making. So I do get somebody's going to help you with it. You're going to transition over to calmer waters. Like y'all, she says, I want family now. Are you living with family? That's what I said. Are you living with family and you're trying to get away into your own space is how I get it. Because when I got the Six of Swords, I got that you're moving from one thing to another. All right, who's next? If that's it, Don, you went Don, right?
Next is Gail Navales. Yeah, I did. I said
Okay.
it was,
Oh, you got the yes with the pendulum.
yeah.
Oh, I'm with family now. So yeah, I got that it's a little bit shaky with the family that you're with, Bonita, and that you will transition over. I see like, are you just waiting to be called off the waiting list? Is that what it is? Because I heard January, like really long, like January. So maybe January is when you get the call to get ready to move forward. And they drag January out like maybe it'll be the 31st.
And then Jill Navales says, me, I know if I can travel this month, please. Are you wanting to know if you can travel this month? Is that what I'm trying to understand, or what?
Do you have an illness that is preventing you and you want to know if you'll be well enough to travel? Because I don't see anything that would keep you from traveling. Like, you know, the airlines are popping and their prices are showing that they're popping.
Oh yeah.
So I get if unless it's a health issue that is preventing you from going, I get a yes. If it's a health issue, let me see. You know, I don't even have my pendulum down, so I mean, I guess you could do a pendulum question. I don't even know where it is. I feel like it jumped off the table. I don't know where it is.
Yeah. That's another yes. So my yes is back and forth. So yeah, you'll travel this month if you want to. I guess I just don't understand the question. I don't get it. But yes, traveling this month.
I got a yes on that too, unless it's a medical issue. Angels will fly. It probably is under something somewhere. It's probably over on the other side of the room, up under something. You know how you put something down, and you be like, I'm gonna remember where I put it. I didn't remember.
Mhm. So next in line is
Crystal, stop talking about my glass. I feel like Crystal is jealous of my glasses right now. She keeps saying take them off so you can see. I can't see enough. Andrea Richardson. Oh my God. Okay. Oh. I want to ask, is there a child in my future? I've been feeling like it's something tagging along. Let me see. These are all yes, no questions, Don.
let me do if I can let's see if I can do a I hate holding up so high. I'm usually better when it's down low. But if it's down low, you can't see it. That's the problem. I'm circle, which means inconclusive.
Okay, so, and that goes along with what I got, Don. I got yes, but adoption. Are you adopted, Andrea, or are you interested in like are you interested in being a foster parent or something? Because I get yes, and I see children after you, but I get yes, but not. I don't get a birth. I get children being in your presence, but not that you gave birth to. So either you're going to be a teacher that works with children or you're going to adopt. I don't get a birth. I don't get that birthing sense. I get yes, children, but I don't get that you're going to I don't get that you're going to have birth. I get yes on the children, but not giving birth. But I do see children tagging along behind you. And the way they show it is like a mama duck and then several little ducks after them. But I don't feel, but each duck is a different color. Like they're not all yellow and orange. It's like this one's white, this one's yellow, so it looks like maybe you'll create a family through adoption, but I don't get, or I hear family of three. So either you'll adopt three kids that are already a sibling group, or you'll adopt three kids, but I don't get a birth. That's what I got, Miss Andrea. And then Don got inconclusive. So that kind of goes along with a yes and a no. Like yes on the kids, but no on the birth. And it may just be taking her a while to. Okay, I work with kids a lot. Okay, so I see the little kids trailing after you, and I do see you with the children, but I don't see you giving birth. And Spirit said, do you even have somebody to procreate with? So I don't know. All right, who's next? No plans for adoption so far. The first child that I adopted, I didn't have plans for her either. I just came home and she was there and I was like, okay, you can stay. Literally, that's how it happened. And I adopted my daughter.
So do you have anybody else there, Kina?
There was somebody who kept saying, read me, and I don't know where they went. I don't know. Somebody kept over and over and over again saying, I'm here, or am I on the list? So she says, I guess not. Okay. I mean, don't take my word for it. I mean, you could get pregnant and still have a baby. As far as it is today, Miss Andrea, I don't see you giving birth, but I do see you doing adoption. And Amika. Okay.
And don't forget, if you're on YouTube, make sure you do this. And if you're on Facebook, do this one. And if you're not sharing, then Angie and I are feeling this way.
Don, you should have played that for the.
Sorry,
Don,
Angie.
you should have played that for that love reading where we were like,
Yes. I didn't think about it. I did not think about it. I should have. Oh, Lord.
I don't know if Ananika's here, but I got a big when it says what's next in my career, and if she's not here, then she'll just see the reading because I already got the information. I got a big stop sign, and then I got the fool card, and they said stop playing the fool. I feel like you're staying where you are at this workplace for a romantic relationship, like you're trying to watch and make sure your romantic interest is not sneaking out on you. So I got a big stop, like you're halting your career because you're tied to this person through a romantic relationship, and that it's what's holding you back. So that's what I got.
I'm being told you need to find somebody whom is well placed, and if you want to stay where you are, find somebody well placed, and take them on as a mentor. Make sure that they help you find your way, because again, if you're looking to move up or move on, you need somebody who can give you some advice. So you need to start looking at people who can give you advice. You need somebody who can give you sound, balanced advice, because again, if it's too much one way or the other, it's not going to be helpful. But most importantly, once you get that advice, you need to be able to weigh it properly, and 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 don't be asking everybody for advice, because that's not the question. This is too much. You don't need that. Again, find the people who really are in the know, people who can be great mentors, if anything, and then have them work with you on that one. Okay. Again, if you ask too many people, you're going to get caught where you don't even know what the hell's going on, because you're just tied up in that. But don't worry, if you find the right person, they're going to help you move your career forward, which is great. But this tells me something new as well. So I think you're going to be changing jobs. I don't think the job you have is where you're going to be, because this is that new energy, new start, new beginning of something new. This is a 19, which is again the third highest of the major arcana. But again, that's the new birth, new creation, new opportunity, and it's going to bring you much happiness. So again, it's a new way of thinking. So again, a new opportunity, a new job. So don't be surprised. Okay, that's what I'm saying to this. And when the opportunity comes, take the leap, do it, and do not.
I got the fool too, though, but I got stop being the fool. You're halting your career.
Yeah. Yep. So again, don't look back. Get moving. Don't look back. Get moving and don't look back. Because once you make the decision, commit. Okay. That's what I'm seeing.
All right. So Ann Johnson says she's still here. Do we have Ann Johnson's question, Keena? What's coming towards me? I immediately got the Knight of Wands. And Knight of Wands is usually somebody coming in haste, rushing in, fast moving energy. And I get love because I get the heart eyes. So I get somebody rushing in towards you in love. If you're already in a relationship, maybe the relationship is going to have a rebirth or regeneration. But I definitely got the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is usually, like that. A lot of people say the Knight of Wands is that penis. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So I'm getting that somebody's coming in full force with passion, maybe acting not necessarily hastily, that they just know what they want. And again, if you're already in a relationship, I'm getting that it's going to heat up and there's going to be some good romantic nights. So that's what I got.
Let's see. Uh, I'm seeing a man coming toward you, a very strong, independent businessman with, again, a very determined individual, someone, someone who, again, is full of good energy and good life. Um, but unfortunately, the balancing of his career and your work and so forth. What's that, Angie? What's that one?
Lover's card.
Uh huh. And this
So
is
I got
that
a yes on. Yeah.
yes, the balancing of work and home and everything else is going to be a challenge, and it could cause some frustration in your relationship. So you have to be prepared that with a businessman or a business person, however you want to call it, that person is going to, again, is going to have a lot of things flying in the air all the time. So you're not going to be always number one. But if you go with the flow, if you allow things to progress and you go and you give some flexibility, you will be happy with the results. So this relationship can work. Even with this card, it works because, again, you can deal with the fact that sometimes you're not number one, sometimes you're number two or number three, but he's doing it for the right reasons. He's doing it to build a business in the future for you. And this is that businessman. He's a doctor, a lawyer, an architect. He's something in a row where he counsels. So a doctor, a lawyer, an architect, um, um, maybe an engineer, something like that. Again, very learned, very intelligent.
Very sure of themselves. I got very sure. And you took the words right out of my mouth when you said, go with the flow. That's what I got, because I got this, like you've been waiting a long time and you're anxious. Because for me, when it's the Three of Wands, you're waiting on your ships to come and you're looking, when is it going to happen? When is it going to come? And so I got the Lovers and you've been waiting. So you're very anxious for it, but they're just, like Don said, go with the flow.
When you ask long-term, man, again, and the long-term is depending on you, because again, this man has a lot of obligations pulling him in different directions. And if you're not careful, you're gonna be wanting to be the number one all the time. And you've got to be able to back off a little bit from time to time and say, you know what, there are sometimes reasons where I'm not number one, and that's okay. So again, it's up to you, Ann, if it's long-term. Long-term is based on the way in which you react to the situation. Also, there's a trust factor. You've been burnt before, and you're going to have a little bit of concern about that. And is this guy doing the same thing? He's not. He's not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. You know. So be prepared to just to share him with his job, because that's what he does and that's what he loves. And if you watch him at his work, you watch him at what he does, you will see that he is passionate about it. And that's the person you should love. A man who's passionate about his job will never work a day in his life. A woman who is passionate about her job will never work a day in her life. And if that's the person you meet and you deal with, that's a wonderful thing to have, because you know what? You're never going to go hungry. They're not going to let you starve because they're determined to work. And that's not a bad thing. So,
and maybe you can have some cookies at work. I don't know.
All right. Just make sure when you order gloves that they're big gloves.
Hello, people. Hello, people. A big shoebox. Make sure he has a big shoebox.
Absolutely. So with that said, I guess we are about done, Angie, huh?
I guess so. Ann is laughing at us. But I feel like Ann is ready to be done. Like if this person works out and they make good money and they tell her she doesn't have to work, I feel like you'll be like, okay, because look, you come and tell me I gotta work, got it. I'm gonna sit down and just do these readings. Because like you said, if you enjoy what you do, it's not a day of work at all. So I got it.
Absolutely. Hey Shay, nice to see you pop in. Nice to see you pop in there.
Oh yeah. Oh, S. Marie. I never get it when you say Shay because I always see her as S. Marie.
Sorry. So.
Oh, somebody said a worker is always a good thing.
Well, the opposite is truly is definitely not preferred. I can tell you that much. Lord have mercy. So yeah, go with it when you can. Ann says she's tired of temporary relationships.
Aren't we all, honey? Aren't we all?
Yeah. Linda says another awesome night. Lots of great energy. Appreciate that, Linda. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Miss Linda, what you cooked today? Let me tell you what I had today, Don. I had collard greens with turkey in it.
What?
And then I made me some cornbread, and that's all I ate. Like I ain't even cooked nothing else. I just ate that with some green onions, and it was delicious. And I probably almost ate the whole.
When I do the greens, when I eat them, when I serve them up for myself, I have to put the vinegar on it. I got to have the vinegar on it. That's my thing. I don't know why.
For some reason, like, okay, so if I don't have bread, I like the little cherry tomatoes. So like I'll get a bowl, have my greens and whatever meat that's in there, and then I'll like either have green onions and a little bit of the little cherry tomatoes. Something about that sweet and the greens together tastes good to me. But again, we grew up where my mom always made a plate of onions and tomatoes. Like she sliced them up, and then you can have the option of eating them. And then as we got older, she would do like it in the vinegar. She would do the onions and tomatoes and the cucumbers in the vinegar with salt and pepper, and you could put that on there as a garnish. But yeah, I was at the store and I was like, dang, I really want some, and I made it, and it was delicious.
Linda had a keto diet, except for the baked potato and the cornbread. She had grilled chicken, roasted cauliflower, and broccoli with baked potato and cornbread. Lord have mercy.
Oh, all right now, Miss Linda. Listen, Miss Linda, I'm gonna have to come by and see what you're doing, because you be cooking up some stuff, and that sounds good. Very good. Roasted cauliflower. That sounds good. That sounds healthy.
Yeah, it's true. When I do the roasted, when I do mine, I put it 375, and I oil the cauliflower, cut it in smaller florets or whatever, oil it up, and then put some salt on it and pepper, put it in the oven. After about 35, 40 minutes, pull it out, put some Parmesan cheese on top, and put it back in.
Does it get a little bit crisp?
It does.
Oh, that's what I was like, oh, is he gonna say it's got a nice little crunch? Because I need a little crunch.
Yep, that's me. And it gets crunchy, and I'm like, not dry. It doesn't get dry. It gets crunchy, which is good. And it's like when you eat it, you think you're eating something decadent, and it's actually very good for you. And for a keto diet, because Ed's doing the keto diet, it is perfect for a keto diet.
I might try that. That don't sound bad. Like,
yeah, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. I don't do broccoli that way. Only the cauliflower. Broccoli doesn't hold up.
I don't know that broccoli would.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up well to that, but the cauliflower will hold up well. It's more firm.
Oh, that sounds good. Like I would eat that. Like when they be like cauliflower wings, don't pretend like this is a chicken wing and then make it. Don't do that to me. That makes trust issues. Don't tell me I'm going to have wings and then it's going to be like cauliflower. That's trust issues. Don't believe it. Brussels sprouts. Yes, Crystal. I love some Brussels sprouts. And my mom did not cook that when we were younger. I had that as an adult. I made it myself, and I'll do that in the oven or on the stove, but I love them. And I do it kind of similar to what you say. Like maybe I'll cut them in half and I'll do the olive oil, the salt and pepper, and some bacon too. And let it cook and let the bacon crisp up. It's so good. It gets absorbed. Oh, what did I say? Onions and bell pepper? Yes, I put all that in there too, and it's so good. And since I'm the only person in my house that eats cabbage, it's easier for me to do a few Brussels sprouts than it is to do a whole head of cabbage, because Brandon's not going to eat it.
Yeah, I love the Brussels sprouts with the bacon on top. And then
my gosh,
it is so good. Those things are delicious.
So good, yes.
And that little bit of juice and oil from the bacon breaks down into the Brussels sprout, and it's like, oh no, I'm good.
Exactly.
So yep. And then there was something else I was going to mention. There's something else that somebody else mentioned that they make. But I'm a foodie. I love food, so I try what I can. Cabbage.
Exactly. And I love when Don loves to cook, because Don gets in the kitchen and he just be in his own little world, and whatever he's cooking is going to be good. I'm just going to invite myself over and be like, oh, Ed here, Mama here. I'm just going to come and just sit and eat.
It's been interesting, because the keto diet that I do for Ed is with his keto. It's changed some of the ways we make things, but we've adapted, and
keto don't mean you can't have steak. So as long as I can have steak and a vegetable, I'm good.
Yep, he gets steak. He loves a steak, so that's good. Yep.
Oh my gosh, listen, give me a nice piece of steak and a vegetable, a good vegetable, I'm good.
I tell you what, I was staked out though this weekend. I had steak.
Is that possible, Don?
It was. I didn't think it would ever be possible for me, but I had steak free to the lunch, and then I had steak at dinner and steak the night before and beef, and I was like, by the time it was done, I was like, and Ed said, hey, we're at a great, it was called Cut, which is Wolfgang Puck's restaurant, and it's a steakhouse in New York. And Ed's like, what do you want? And I said, chicken. He's like, what? We're at a steakhouse. I said, I can't take another steak. I can't. I just need a few days off of that. Between the steak and the alcohol, I'm like, Lord, oh man, I'm telling you.
The drinks did look nice. I was like, oh, those look good. And I love that Ed likes to take pictures because I'm a person that likes to take pictures. And I just be looking at the plate like, oh my God, that looks so good. And then dessert. Did you guys have dessert every night? Because your desserts look good too. What was one of your favorites aside from the pastry that we've already talked about? What was that your favorite?
Oh no, I know what it was at Cosme, which is a great restaurant in the Village, or it's in by Gramercy Park. Cosme brought me a piece of birthday cake, but it was tres leches, and it was like Houston tres leches, not Arizona. Arizona does not know how to make tres leches. It drives me crazy. But Houston tres leches, when it came, it was so sweet and yet not too overly sweet, and the milk was right and whatever. So that was probably my favorite. Other than
I don't think I've had one that's like really, really good. Like I've had a couple of them, and I don't think I've had one that's really, really good. I'll have to. Oh no. I was at your house and you had all these different desserts. Wasn't one of them like you had bought that big old box of things, and one of them was the desserts in there? It was individual desserts in there. Like one of them was. And okay, so I remember tasting that one. So that one was good. Yes, yeah. I remember you had all those little individual desserts, and I don't know where you got them from, but it was all good. Dessert
yeah. So that would probably be my favorite, other than that donut. But that donut just interesting. And when I tore it apart, and Ed's like, let me have I said, do you want to try a piece? He said, yeah, a little piece. And I gave it to him. He's like, I mean,
exactly. I could see that through the phone, Don. It looked so good. I was like, it kind of made me feel like when I first had a warm donut from Krispy Kreme, like when you first discovered, like, wait, these warm, like that's how it felt when I saw it. Like, oh my God, that looks so delicious. That's the one thing I keep remembering over and over and over is that pastry that you had.
Yeah, no, it was as good, if not better than it looked. I promise you.
Exactly.
And Miss Linda said, no more alcohol? What? She said, I had a drink the other night and had a gastritis attack, so no more alcohol?
Maybe you just need to try different kinds. I wouldn't give up completely.
Try some Tito's. Get some Tito's and tonic. You'll be happy.
This is apples. You can eat apples. This is Red's apple ale. These are apples. Just eat. It's basically fruit.
Inger Navales, there is no more list. How can you still be on the list? There is no more list. We were just chatting and closing things up. So unfortunately, no, there's no more list, and unfortunately, no. So have you ever fried Brussels sprouts coated with butter, sprinkled with Parmesan cheese?
No.
I haven't. No. Be interesting to see how it works. I don't know. I have what do you call it? I've dumped them in water to boil them, and then take them out and let them dry out a little bit, and then fry them to tighten them up. But that's not quite, I think, what they're talking about there.
No.
I've not tried that.
I'm not a big Parmesan cheese person on my stuff, but that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Yeah, especially I love it when it's crispy. That's my thing. So.
Oh my gosh, just good. And with the bacon, I don't know anything that bacon makes bad. Like I probably would have ate slices of bacon with that pastry that you had. Like it just
bacon ice cream. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I don't know.
I'm never kicking bacon off the bed. That's all I'm saying.
With that said, everybody, we're going to get out of here for the night. But before we do, one more time, let me just show off the about food. We had to show the turkey again.
That is a beautiful meal. Like it looks so good, and I know all the work that probably went into making that food, and I just not. Woo, Lord knows. Goodbye, angels will fly. I'll see you tomorrow because I know you'll be on the live probably tomorrow. So see you all tomorrow when Don and Shauna are on live.
All right, everybody. Have a good evening. Thanks again, Angie. It was great. And Kina, who took off already. Good to say. Thank you, Kina.
Kina just be dumping us like I gotta go. Like I don't
exactly.
Like that. I'm just like, Good night, Don. Have a good night.
Good night.